Tried to miss it, and he's got it. Reaves to the rim. We're tied! We're tied with 1.9 to go! A spectacular heads-up play.
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to Bit boy.
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, mongrels, stay tuned.
Luka falling away. Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Less than a second left. Jokic, no good. Game over. What a shot by Luka.
Yeah.
7:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. We gather around together on a Monday, the 16th of March. Sedano, I see it in your eye. Just hold on 1 second. I know Cappy is going to get torn apart today by producer Lindsay Baseball and Sedano, who's in studio.
Which I had no idea. Had I known that, I'd have come up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Hey.
No, you wouldn't.
Hey.
Yeah, I would have.
I told you last week I'd be here.
Yeah, he
I
gave
don't
us his own
remember.
schedule.
I can't remember that.
As I like to say for a second, Cappy,
Yeah.
shut up, scumbag, because we got to
Wow.
play something.
Wow.
Lindsay, go ahead and play it.
All right, which one? Well, we'll start with this one.
I've seen what it's going to be with the three, quote unquote, the big three. I've seen what it looks like on the floor.
Well, they keep getting better, though. So don't you want them to keep getting better?
Yeah, I do. And I think they keep getting better when LeBron has not played in the last 3 games, and you see the chemistry that Luka and Austin Reaves have, and you see the effort out of guys like DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart and Jake LaRavia.
You need LeBron in the playoffs. And
To do what?
To play.
But to go where?
What do you mean to go where?
I mean, let me ask you this. How much further
You think they're going to get further in the playoffs without LeBron playing?
Well, how far do you think they're going to go with LeBron playing?
It depends on the matchups. It's all about the matchups, remember?
There's only one good matchup for them.
I mean, he did make you eat it. You said he couldn't be a role. He couldn't play a role. That he couldn't be a team guy. You said all those things, and he could not have been a more complimentary player. And I say that not in a demeaning way, but he literally just let the game come to him. You dismissed it against Chicago. When he did that, he didn't really score very much in the first quarter. And you're not getting away from this either, Greg, because you said you told.
Yeah, Bergie, you're not getting away with this either.
Well, you're going to get the brunt of it.
Oh, I am.
You should get the brunt of it, but I'm right there with you, Cap. Don't worry.
Did we play we didn't play the power clip yet.
Okay, here's the power clip.
Here's the power clip. Hold on.
Before you get to the power
because
clip.
Jorge's not here out of the gate. He overslept. Finally, somebody overslept for the show.
Wait, because Greg said against Chicago, he in the suite. Oh, he's not having a good first half.
I know.
Yeah. So and then he had a fantastic second half. He let the game. It wasn't that he didn't have a good first half. See, if you're a ball knower, you understand he let the game come to him.
Ball knowers.
Right.
Yeah.
But you two are not ball knowers. I mean, you're a baseball knower for sure. You, I don't know what you are. But
who's you? Who are you? Who are you pointing at? Who, me?
You.
You know who I am. You, me?
Yeah.
You pointing at me?
Yeah. So, all right, now you can get to the power clip.
Let's play the power clip here.
All right, let's hear it. The reason LeBron is still on the Lakers is because winning a championship is not the most important thing. It's not what wakes him up every morning.
I disagreed.
Now, here's the thing, Cappy.
Yeah, tell me.
Based on Saturday night's performance and the dive, a good dive,
Amazing dive.
incredible, heroic, once in a lifetime.
Indeed.
What says you at 7:05 on a Monday morning?
What says me is
No, don't repeat my question 17 times to find your answer. Sedano put you on alert on Saturday night. He said you have 46 and a half hours to have something.
Take than what you had in the group text.
What was my take in the group text?
Well, you were saying it's Luka and Austin and this, that, and the other.
It was Luka and Austin.
Right, but they don't win that game without LeBron on Saturday. Absolutely not. Point blank, full stop.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do they win that game without Austin Reaves on Saturday?
That's not a question.
The whole point was
What do
we
you mean
tried
it's not
to
a
tell-
question?
No, don't twist it. You in that first clip, you said that Lindsay was trying to make the point they needed all three. You said no. You said they needed two. You are full of crap.
Well, here's what I'll say to you guys. Tell me who said this quote. I told LeBron after the game, I said, in 23 years of watching you play in the NBA, the 3 years I watched you play in high school, I never saw you make a full-out extension dive like that. And he said, you're right. I've never done it before. Who said that?
In the regular season, J.J. Redick said that, yes.
That's right.
But J.J. Redick challenged the team. Did you also hear what he said when he challenged the team?
Tell me about the challenge.
Oh, wait. I thought you heard what J.J. Redick said, though.
Well, I just told you what J.J. Redick
No,
said.
you said the one thing you probably saw on social media.
So
But if
no,
you
actually,
watch the
no, I
press
saw it.
conference, Slappy.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. No, were you watching the press conference on Rich Paul's phone at the Clipper game? Was that what you were doing?
As a matter of fact, no. What I did was when I got home, I watched it back.
Okay. Well, I didn't. I fell asleep. How about that? I watched a rom-com and I went to sleep.
Yeah, well, too bad. You shouldn't have watched when Harry met
I watched,
Sally.
No, it wasn't Harry Met Sally.
Sleepless in Seattle.
It wasn't Sleepless in Seattle.
All right.
You've got mail.
It wasn't You Got Mail. I don't even know the name of the movie.
At the very least, you should have seen Forget Paris. At least it was a basketball rom-com.
Well, I didn't see that one either.
Anyway,
What did JJ say? Challenge.
he said he told the guys we need to treat this game like a playoff game.
Oh, I saw that.
Go ahead.
So many guys made winning plays, and we went into this game saying that we're going to treat this like a playoff game. This is, this time of year with the standings the way they are, a chance to get the tiebreaker over Denver. We treat this like a playoff game. Our guys approached it like a playoff game. They played it like a playoff game. It wasn't perfect, but they stuck with it. So the winning plays really stood out. And then just their ability in high-pressure situations to execute multiple end-of-game situations was really high level.
And by the way, they beat, and I don't put a ton of stock in the regular season very often, but this was Denver at full strength, okay? This was Aaron Gordon was back. This was, what do you mean it was? Like what?
I'm asking because here's my thought. You tell me, when was the last time you saw Jamal Murray go 1 for 14 from the field?
Okay, granted, he had a bad game, but that doesn't take away the fact that they actually played with their full complement
they
of
had
players.
their guys. Yep, I'll give you that.
So this is a good win. This is the best win of the season. Now, will it amount to playoff success? I don't know. We'll see, because I still think it's matchup dependent. But this notion that the three guys could not get better, as we tried to tell you last week, they've already gotten exponentially better in a very short period amount of time from when Windhorst was in here telling us about how they were -8 or whatever it was as a threesome and to his credit, he said in a very small sample size of just under 200 minutes at that particular point. Now we have a much larger sample size, and they are a plus, okay, in probably double the amount of minutes, maybe more than double the amount of minutes that they had previous to that. So this is a threesome that they are still figuring it out. However, they are looking a lot better than they did previously. I still think the team has a ton of flaws, but JJ, to his credit, and he deserves a ton of it, has allowed these guys to figure it out. He has made some real adjustments, particularly defensively, that will mask a ton of their deficiencies. This is a team that, with the right matchups, as we've been saying here for weeks, can absolutely get to a conference finals.
Now, is it fair to say that?
Absolutely get to a conference finals.
Can get to conference finals is a ceiling that I think they could reach with the proper matchup.
I don't think he was questioning you. I think he was trying to restate.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to make sure, because all I've been hearing about for the last few weeks is their ceiling is they could get to the conference finals. Their floor is they could get knocked out in the play-in round. Well, geez, that's a wide range of things that could happen.
Yeah, but you know what? I could probably say that, smartass, to a lot.
Well, why am I a smartass?
Because of the way your tone.
Yeah,
So,
well, my
you know
tone
what?
is
We're
your
gonna
tone sucks. Your tone is obvious. It's lazy, and you're a jerk face. How about that?
Okay, that you could say those words, but it actually doesn't mean anything when I'm actually.
How about
coming
you're
with
disingenuous? How about that?
All those things you can say, but none of them actually stick when I'm actually giving you real context.
Well, I'm going to give you real
facts.
context. I'm going to give you real context.
You know
Here's
what
real
I say about
context
this
for
so
you.
far? Thumbs up.
No, you back up.
Thumbs up.
You quiet.
Thumbs
you
up.
quiet. You be quiet. You be
46
quiet.
hours, sucker.
You be quiet.
46 and a half hours, I told
Let me.
you.
Here's
You
real
better be
context.
ready, dog.
Here's real context. Here's real
Let's go.
context. You want real context? Here's real context. You're up 17 points in this game. You should have, as Shaquille O'Neal said after the game, because Shaquille O'Neal's not credible enough for you.
Shaquille O'Neal. Go ahead. Finish with. We can break down what Shaquille O'Neal said.
Shaquille O'Neal said it very, very
want.
well after the game.
Yeah.
That when you're up 17 points on a team, you put that team away. You create championship habits so that your top guys can go sit on the bench and rest the rest of the game. They went from a 17-point lead to an 8-point deficit, and it required a lot of really great performances. By the way, I'm always willing to give it up when I'm wrong and somebody else proves me wrong. LeBron James showed me something in this game that I have questioned all season long. I'm willing to admit that. I know what I said. I'm a big boy. I can take it. LeBron James gave us something we have not seen. He said, you know what? It's Luka's team. I get it. Austin Reaves, I've been sitting here on the bench watching the two of these guys both go for 30 every night. I need to fit in with them, not make them fit in with me. And you know what else I need to do?
I'm 41 years old.
Oh, I don't want to hear another word about him being 41 because he can put on a uniform and do everything that a 27-year-old can do on the floor. He's 27 years old.
No, he's
By the way, when he was 18, he was 35. Now that he's 41, he's 27. Here's my point. LeBron James is giving you something. And by the way, it's not just LeBron. I'm going to pause on LeBron for a second and say this. It's the 3 games that LeBron misses that shows the rest of this team, you know what, guys? We can do this. We can be good. And when he comes back and he fits in and he contributes, you know what? We might actually be better. So when Marcus Smart makes a huge play and has a monster night scoring and has a big steal late in the game and lays one up, or when DeAndre Ayton has a big play because he's in the right position to block somebody out, or when LeBron hands the ball to DeAndre Ayton because he says, I trust you, man. Or when Austin Reaves goes to the free throw line and says, I'm not going to make this. I don't know where the ball's going to go, but misses it, gets the board and the score. And then Luka in overtime hits the game winner. That's called, you ready? It's called team ball. It's not about one guy. Don't roll your eyes at me, smart guy. It's not about one guy anymore. It's called being a team. And guess what? To LeBron's credit, listen carefully, Lindsay, because I'm about to give LeBron credit. When you fit in and you say, I'm going to do what the team needs me to do because this is where I can add value now, that's how you create a team. And that was a great win, even though they were very lucky to come back after giving up a 17-point lead. How about that? How about that for context? How about that? I'll bang my table. How about that for context?
Well, first of all, let's.
I am going to give him the thumbs up. I thought it was.
Let's start with the fact that you act like he hasn't made an entire living of 23 years playing the right way. Like he used to get. That? You just said he couldn't play team ball, basically.
No. I questioned. Is he going to fit in on the... Don't roll your eye. George, every time you say to me, don't put words in my mouth, that's not what I said. Why do you do that to me?
Okay, hold on. Answer this question. Did you not question, you were about to say it, you questioned whether he could play team ball?
I questioned whether or not he would fit in on this team, correct.
Okay, all right. Now,
no problem.
Right, you questioned that.
Correct.
His entire career, he has been the guy who's played the right way, so much so that he's been criticized for it at almost every turn. So this notion that he couldn't fit in is just patently absurd.
Now let me ask you a question. In his entire career, has he ever been in the situation he's in right now?
No, but Cap, that has nothing to do with it. Even when he was an elite level player, like the best player in the sport, bar none, he played the game in a way that allowed his teammates to be better. If anything, he goes down as, if there's one thing you want to give him in his career is,
let me hear. What is it?
Nobody has made players around him better historically than LeBron James. Okay? Nobody. He has gotten more mother bleepers paid in the NBA than anyone in history, probably. Okay? Guys that have been role players who have played with him have that once they're gone from him have never reached the heights they've reached as statistically or as a team. This is a guy who consistently, because of how he plays, has allowed guys to flourish. So this notion that he couldn't fit in, again, you just don't understand the history of the player then, if that's the case. You're just focused on whatever creation you've decided to create in your head about who this player is.
I'm focused on the now, and I'm focused on the situation of the reality of who the roster is.
The same guy that wanted Anthony Davis to be the number one player on the team that constantly fed him.
Couldn't do it.
Right, but that was on Anthony Davis. It wasn't because he didn't try.
Anthony Davis couldn't do it.
Okay, but that's my point. So, why this notion that think about this for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
This notion that he can't fit in a team concept when all he's done his entire life is do that, again, is crazy.
George, I'm just saying to you that he's in a different role than he's ever been in at any point in his career. Is that not accurate?
Sure, but that doesn't mean he's not going to play the game the right way.
Okay, so is it something that I'm not allowed, nobody is allowed to question because of the career that he's had? You can't question it?
Go ahead, do the Valvoline.
7:16 and 40 seconds. You know what?
You're exhausted already, dude.
Well, I wanted to give Cappy a second to try to regroup. You've gone hard on him.
I mean,
you got
really
the kid on the rope.
Come on, dude. You're doing great,
Cappy. You're doing great, Cappy. Keep going.
I think Cappy needs a lube job. You know where you could have gone and gotten a lube job this quickly? I went to Valvoline over the weekend. I got a lube job. It was in 15 minutes. And then I had to go get tires. It's the whole thing. You could have gone to Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
They got tires over there, Valvoline?
No, I had to go somewhere else. I went to Firestone.
Windshield wipers?
America's Tire?
Yeah, it was nice. America's Tires ain't cheap. I got 2 Goodyears.
Yeah.
Man.
You got 2 Goodyears from Firestone?
Oh, man.
You went to Firestone to buy Goodyears.
Yeah, where do you want me to go?
I don't know, but I mean, just figure that Firestone would sell you Firestone.
Well, they didn't have a Firestone size for my caddy.
Oh,
anyway,
gotcha.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. Hey, Cappy, I bought you a minute there. You ready?
Thank you. Yeah,
you're back in the ring.
Okay, so stand by for 1 second, Cappy. So let me ask the peanut gallery here for a second, okay?
The non-ball knowers back here?
Right.
Well,
does that include Lindsay? Because you and Lindsay are on the same
Lindsay's
LeBron
a
team.
LeBron knower.
Okay, she's a LeBron knower. She's
I may
a
not
LeBron
be a ball
glazer.
knower, but I'm a LeBron knower and a LeBron glazer, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We all know.
Okay, let me ask you, Greg, you've worked on a lot of shows here.
Yeah.
Mason and Ireland, particularly.
Okay, you've worked on Mason Ireland. You jump in on the afternoon show. You do a great job here, right?
You kind of ran him off the afternoon show then.
Well, the first time, for sure. Yeah. Well, we made the trade for Lindsay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They ran her off. You ran me off. It was an equal
It was a
swap.
runoff.
Right.
Yeah.
So you fit in everywhere. You are someone that and by the way, that has been your MO pretty much everywhere. You've always, for the most part, fit in on everywhere you've been. You fit in where you get in, right? You have a history of being that person, right? If I told you someone has a history of doing things a certain way to be able to maximize whatever the current situation is, let's just say now we brought in 2 more people above you as a boss, right? Like whoever they are, okay? We're just imagining now.
Please don't do that.
No. But let's just say, would that change the way that you've gone about your business at all? Like
No,
on the daily?
No, I would not go.
Right.
I would not
So
go.
how is it different that
so,
LeBron
so
is in a different
just
role?
leads you right into it.
No,
Bergie,
because
all the time.
look. I'm not done yet, Cap. I'm still
Keep
still
going.
with you. Okay,
Come on.
Just let me get
Hang
there
with
first.
me, will
Thank you. All right. So, would you say that LeBron James has ever been a role player before?
Well, he's not a role player right now.
No,
either.
he absolutely is right now. He is
No,
playing.
no.
He is playing.
Get him, Bergie.
Wait,
No, he's
hold on.
not.
He is playing.
No,
he
he's
is
not.
playing a different.
No, he's
Do you-
not. A
do
role
you-
player doesn't nearly average a triple-double.
So,
Let's be honest. That does never. That there's no role player in the history of the NBA that has averaged nearly a triple-double.
Do you trust James Worthy's opinions on basketball, opinions on the Lakers?
I trust people's opinions, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with them constantly. I don't agree with Shaq because they were up 17 at the half or whatever it was, that they should win a game. That's not the NBA in 2026.
Sure, but
Shaq don't understand.
James Worthy.
Cap, how many 20-point leads have you seen evaporate in this season?
Plenty of them.
Okay,
Plenty of them.
then
But
that's
you
my side.
understand Shaq's point? Shaq's point is that when you are a championship caliber team and you've got a 17-point lead at home, you put them away so that your stars can rest because that's building championship habits. I buy that. I subscribe to that
if you're
theory.
playing the Wizards, not against the Nuggets.
Well, when you play the Wizards, you score 83. That's what you do.
And a 3-time MVP. That's not how this works.
Listen, I think this is going to be
Tell
really
Shaq.
good. Bergie's cranked up, and I want to get to it.
Bergie's going to get him. Come on,
7:20 in the morning.
You need the help, that's for sure. Those 46
I don't need any help.
Those
I don't need any
46
help.
and a half hours
Not
didn't do
one.
you any
I don't
good.
need 1 ounce of help. I'm fine by myself. I know
Greg-
what I said.
The Greg Bergman School of Content is ready to unload all over 7:10 a.m. in about 3 minutes. Jorge, I don't know if you showered after you woke up, but where are you, man? I need the help. We'll return and do it, a Monday edition of the Sedano Kap Morning Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy here to talk to you about PrizePicks. And, of course, I want to remind you, first and foremost, download the PrizePicks app today. Use my code Cappy. Get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 in lineups. That's code Cappy to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. So, listen, here's the thing. Right now, basketball season, you got to shoot your shot, man. PrizePicks, you get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Come on, that's $50. They make every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. I'm literally following the game while I'm on the PrizePicks app, and it's so easy to play. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get them right, you're cashing in. Now, I like a little flex play because you don't have to get everything right to still win. But on the other hand, the power play, you got a much bigger shot. PrizePicks is a great way to put your takes to the test. So download the PrizePicks app, use my code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Cappy to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
So I'm in Mike Capozio's office at Rotolo Chevrolet. Mike, help me with something. Every time I hear an ad, everybody is number one. How is there more than one number one?
Number one here, number one there. And fortunately for me, Chevrolet tells us who's number one.
So we're talking huge inventory, Chevy cars and trucks, SUVs, everything you could want. That's how you stay number one. And
you got to have the inventory to give to the people, but you need the people in the building to take care of the people that are coming into our building. No one does better with a customer than we do.
That's how you stay on top for more than a decade. Go online at rotolochevy.com.
7:23 on a Monday. Join ESPN LA for a Lakers watch party tonight in the city of Downey. Broadcasting live is going to be the one and only Beto Duran at Bar Louie in Downey. That's right, he's allowed back in Danny. What's going on, Beto? Where you been, homeboy? Starts at 5 p.m. You got a cough when I'm doing a live read back there? Man, what is this, Tulsa? The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off begins at 5 p.m. Lakers game, 6:30 p.m. Watch with fellow fans and Beto. Enjoy ice-cold Michelob Ultra and come for a chance to win tickets and exclusive signed gear. Don't miss it. That's tonight at Bar Louie in Downey with ESPN LA and Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Los Angeles Lakers. 1 minute from right now, Bergie's coming after Sedano.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Spring Sale and get 35% off paints and stains March 13th through the 23rd. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I have a crooked pole. Some guys have that crooked pole, okay?
George Sedano, Scott Kaplan.
Usually I have straight poles. I had a crooked pole.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
A dream won't come true. Sarah.
7:25, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday. Bergie's going to get Sedano in just a moment. But first, yesterday, March 15th, back in 1977. Oh, excuse me. That was Three's Company. We'll get to that later. Yesterday, March 15th, back in 1986, the number one hit. Starship. Not Jefferson Starship. This is just Starship. A song called Sarah. You ever love a girl named Sarah?
Actually, no.
I never loved a girl named Sarah. I might have played around with a few girls named Sarah. And this song would always go through my head.
Really?
And my hair, too.
Yeah. How about the Hall & Oates Sarah song? I mean,
song.
if you got Sarah, you got a couple of
Sarah
Sarah songs.
Yeah, but this one cuts through a little bit more. You know what I mean?
I do.
Also yesterday, happy birthday, Eva Longoria. She turned 51 yesterday.
Oh, really? Love her.
Oscars were last night.
Didn't
So
watch
are
a second.
the brackets are out too. By the way,
got
we'll
those.
probably not get to that actually on a Monday. But I set the stage now. He heads up. Jorge decided to join us. Jorge has arrived. Thank God.
Hey,
Nice job, Jorge. You win, Jorge. You're the first one ever to oversleep on the show. You win.
It happens. It happens.
You win.
Don't try to deviate, Cap.
No deviation.
I set the stage now.
Let's go, Berg.
For the headmaster at the Greg Bergman School of Content.
Mm-hmm.
Gregory Arthur Bergman now joins in to the conversation about LeBron and the Lakers and the massive win on Saturday night. Bergie, the stage is yours.
So this is all really a credit to LeBron James and being able to change his function. As much as Cappy is saying that he's doing all the little things, that's what a role player typically does, is somebody that excels at the little things, going after diving for loose balls, playing good defense, playing a much different role where you're not the leading scorer, you're not the leading ball handler, where you have the two of those in Luka and AR. Now, James Worthy, after the Chicago Bulls game, said exactly this. He played in a role like a role player. Here's arguably the best player in the game, willing to do that. I think that it's an amazing approach that he took tonight, and that's what he's doing. He's taking a different approach to the game where he doesn't have to be the leader of the team anymore. He's allowing Luka and AR to be the leaders of the team, and to his credit, he's playing more, maybe not as a full-on role player, but he's playing more as a role player, and that's great for him and great for this team. That's a good thing.
Okay.
And how about this? Just real quick. How about this? How about give it up to Luka and Austin Reaves for being able to be the leaders, in particular scoring. But the fact is that if you believe that LeBron tried to give it to Anthony Davis for years, and Anthony Davis didn't have what it took upstairs mentally to take over the team, give it up to Luka and Austin Reaves, because those guys are like, hey, it's our team. This is our chance now. And how long will we have LeBron? Well, let's get the best we can from him. Glad you're willing to take on this role. Come be a part of it. Come die for loose balls. Come make great passes. Come play good defense. Come help us win. Let's make it about a team, not about an individual. And I like that.
Yeah, I love it too. And that's what he's always wanted. At this point, at 41 years old, you should be more of a role player. So for him to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do that, that's amazing on his part, and he's doing it at a very, very high level. I think it's great for the team, it's great for him, and it's great for JJ.
Okay, let's unpack this for a second, okay? Let's first start with the fact that I would say the best quote-unquote role player in the NBA right now is Josh Hart.
Yeah,
okay?
Josh Hart is a great role player.
Right. Josh Hart takes 9 shots a game, all right? A role player takes 9 shots a game, maybe 10 max. LeBron James taking 16 shots a game. That is not so let's just dismiss the role player conversation. Is he shifted his role? Sure. But again, I have seen him, okay, play different roles on different teams. I've seen him play different roles on different teams in different games. Regular season, postseason. You know, they need more of this, less of that. He has constantly been a shapeshifter based on what it is his team needs at that given moment. At times, here, you've got an old LeBron, okay? That's the difference, is you guys don't understand what he's actually capable of in regards to being able to manipulate the game in a lot of different ways. That's the biggest issue that you guys have, and you as in Laker fans is what I'm saying, all right? But he has consistently, throughout 23 years, been able to put himself in a position to do whatever it is the team needs in a given moment. Again, almost to his detriment, I would say, historically. Now, what I would also add is...
Wait, before you add, can I go back to the shots?
Yeah.
So you had 16 shots. Now, he may get 16 shots this other night, but he also could have changed it, and some nights he might only take 12 shots, and that's okay. Like Rui, when he was the third best, he was taking like 12.
Agreed.
You were the one that brought the shots up. I'm just trying to say.
Agreed, but he's averaging 16 shots a night. Okay, and he has not been the leading scorer very many nights this season by design, okay? Like, this is not, you guys act, it's so funny because you guys act like this isn't been.
We're saying nice things.
You guys act like this has not been kind of the plan the whole way. Like, the plan the whole way for this season is this is Doncic's team. He knows that. He was the first one to his first game. He told them, bro, do you. Don't worry about us. Okay? So, again, like, I don't understand where this notion comes that he has not been willing to do this. This implication that he's this selfish player. Like, honestly, it's mind-boggling because it has never been the player he's been.
Why is it a negative to be known as and at this stage of his career, at 41 years old, to be known as a role player?
Because it's not about that. It's because it's literally by definition he's not based on the way he plays the game and the way that the coach designs the game plan. If anything, he is now become the Kevin Love or the Chris Bosh of the team, which is not, those guys weren't role players, okay, on their teams when they won championships with LeBron, I might add, okay? That's not the case.
Why isn't everybody a role player? Why isn't Luka the number one role player?
Was Lamar Odom a role player? Lamar Odom was not a role player when the Lakers were winning championships, but he was their third best player. But he was not.
What's wrong with that?
I'm asking Greg.
Well, what's wrong with that?
But my point is this: whether it is or it's not, you guys want to harp on role player, but he's not, by definition he's not. He is an integral part of what they are doing on a nightly basis, and without him, they cannot reach the heights that they need to reach or that they intend to try to reach. A role player is someone who plays a specific style. Not that he can't be amorphous. He can't just shapeshift. A role player is, hey, you're a 3-and-D guy. That's Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is a role player. Marcus Smart has one job: play defense, space the floor. That's your job, okay? That is not the job of LeBron James. So by definition, that is not a role player. Let's push that aside, okay? The other part of the equation is this. You said, and you, that he
You pointing at me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at Chris. He's sitting over there now, so kind of the same angle.
You too.
Okay, got
okay?
it.
Yeah.
Said he needed to come off the bench. We talked about this on Friday, and I said he does not need to come off the bench to have the impact that will be necessary to win games. That is up to the coach to then figure out how to distinguish the minutes, but he's going to start the game, he's going to finish the game, and you're going to need him to start the game and finish the game. And then you can figure out times in between where they can all kind of get their own little time together. That's the job of the head coach. And they have this has been the plan the whole time. Their plan, unfortunately, was kind of hijacked by injuries. To start with him. Then Austin missed 5 weeks. So they have been playing catch-up the entire season. And it sucks that that's the case. But there was a time where we all thought, yeah, maybe this isn't just going to be their year. And it wasn't because we didn't think the players were necessarily talented, the three particularly. It was just because, it just doesn't feel like it's ever going to mesh because they're not going to have the amount of time to mesh the way that they needed to mesh. But it's starting to coalesce in a way that at least it gives them a puncher's chance, which is all you can ask for in a difficult Western Conference.
No, most definitely. But also, like, what I said about coming off the bench, Cappy was saying, hey, I think you should come off the bench.
I'm saying that I don't think it's an insult to ask somebody to play a different role. That's all I'm saying.
Why is it such an insult
it's not
to ask
an insult.
LeBron James
That's what I said.
to do that?
But
that's what it was.
But nobody was telling you it was insulting.
But it was. No, Lindsay said straight up, it's because he's the best player in the world.
I don't know what Lindsay said. I'm just talking about me right now. So let's stay focused on me here.
Sure.
Okay?
Eyes straightforward.
Focus on me.
Okay.
Focus on me.
Laser focus.
And what I said to you on Friday was, you're going to need him to be part of the three in a meaningful way. And by the way, all three need to figure out how to play in a meaningful way because that's your best chance to win. Him coming off the bench is a cop-out to making that happen because you're not going to reach the heights you could potentially reach with the trio if that's the case. Like, it's not feasible.
Why does the games last year not count towards the games of those three playing together?
Well,
they played from
why.
February all the way through the first round of the playoffs together.
I'll tell you why. Because when you throw people together, they've never really had a real chance. Because, and I've had these conversations with the head coach, right? Where last year, you get thrusted into this. Let's be honest. Luka was kind of shell-shocked for a
So,
while.
okay, I can go with that.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
I mean, for a while. Like, he was out there, but he didn't play like Luka at times last year. Is that fair to say?
Okay, we can go with that.
Right. So I just think that because of that, they had to kind of shotgun that thing. You know what I mean? In a way that was tough. JJ told me, I don't remember the phrase he used, but he told us when I had the Clipper game right after the All-Star break, he told us that they had whatever specific language he used, but basically they had like a set of plays, like super basic things that the three of them could run together and just to get them by, basically, at that point, because you're shotgunning this thing. Like, you don't have time to implement sets and plays and because you don't have the practice time. You don't have any of that stuff just based on the schedule, right? And the way it was thrown together. And then when I asked him about this year, like, what does it look like when the three are playing at their best, like together? And I've said this phrase a couple of times. He said, they're not just taking turns, right? They're playing within the flow together while also understanding that each one of them can have individual matchups in any given frame of a game or in a specific game or maybe in a series if we get to that point that they can absolutely take advantage of. So what I would say is, though, but then he added, last year we had these, whatever you want to call them, like trigger plays or whatever that he could just go to in a pinch. He's like, we haven't even had the chance to really install those things with these three guys this season because nobody has been together. And this was, what was that, February 20th? That was less than a month ago. So the fact that they're here where they're looking like, hey, you know what? Maybe this thing can be better than we anticipated is a testament to the three, is a testament to him, and just the group in general. Because it was not, we all thought, we just don't think they're going to have the time to make this even look reasonably well. And they've done more than that, I would say, most recently.
I would say that in the last 5 games, 3 of which were played without LeBron, there was a great opportunity for Austin and Luka, and by the way, Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, you name it. I mean, the list goes on and on of all these guys on the roster that all of a sudden went, wait a second, guys. Hold on a second here. We know Indiana's not very good, but New York's a good team. We beat them. That was a solid win. Yeah, they didn't shoot very well, but that's a solid, good win. Wait a second. Here comes Minnesota. We've got about the same record. You know what? That's another really good win. We're doing this without LeBron. LeBron's sitting on the bench, and LeBron can say, you know what? These guys may be, I need to trust these guys. These guys can take over this team. I don't have to be the number one guy on this team. And when I come back against Chicago, which this is a good tune-up for me, I can fit into my role better because I'm seeing it here now. These guys are healthy. I'm healthy. And you know what? When we take on a really good team like Denver, which I thought JJ did a good job of saying this is like a playoff game. It was like a playoff game. And in a playoff series, both teams have won their home games in the last week. This is a good opportunity for LeBron to finally say, you know what? I'm offering these guys take over the team. I'm giving it to them. It's no longer my team. I may make a lot of money, and I may be 41 years old, and I may be the star that everybody had on their wall as a kid. But, guys, you got to take over. And now, George, this is the adjustment. It's called trust. You start to trust your teammates. And how do you know that LeBron James is starting to trust his teammates? How about one of the final plays of the game where LeBron James is underneath the basket and literally hands the ball to DeAndre Ayton? That's called trust. We've talked all this season about how DeAndre Ayton hasn't done a good job or he's not this good of a player. You know what? He's earned every dollar of his $8 million. He's an $8 million center. That's what you get when you buy an $8 million center. But the trust that the team starts to have. Why is Marcus Smart playing so much better this late into the season? It's a trust thing. It's a dynamics thing. It's a human thing. It's not just as easy as put 3 good guys together and they'll go out there and kill people. Well, you got to mesh. You got to gel. You got to have chemistry. Finally, everything you talked about. LeBron was hurt at the beginning. Austin was hurt for a long time. Luka wasn't even mentally here last year. They're finally starting to play together and better team ball. And by the way, One thing about LeBron and that dive that he made, which he's never done before in his career.
That's not true.
Well, that's what he. That's what
an
he
exaggeration by the head coach.
Fine, exaggeration or not. The point is that that's a guy who you go, wow, he wants to win. Wow, he'll give up his body for a guy that just hurt his right elbow, his left elbow, his hip, his ankle. Every part of his body's hurt. That guy's willing to go to the floor and sacrifice for the team. That's great team ball. That's what I've been asking for all year long. Don't tell me about three great individuals because we talk about Oklahoma City going 10 deep or Indiana in the finals last year going 10 deep, or we talk about all these teams this year. We go, look how deep they are. This team is finally starting to play like a team. That's what I've been asking for. And moreover, that's what I questioned. And I think that was a legitimate question because we're now watching it take shape. And by the way, for as great of a win as it was, guys, we shouldn't be celebrating like they just won Game 7 of the championship. They were up huge. They let the lead go away. They were down big. And if it's not for a miracle play, and make no mistake, it's a miracle play that Austin Reaves is able to miss the free throw, get the rebound, and knock down the shot to send it to overtime. Miracle play is why they win this game.
That was 3 minutes of unfiltered Cappy.
Thank you.
You look
really
exhausted. You want to reset?
I feel really good about that.
Sedano, you look like you need an IV in the corner.
No, I'm
not
good.
because he wore you out. He just drained you because he wouldn't stop talking.
Well, I mean, I felt like Sedano went 7 minutes, and I decided I'll fill in the rest of the 10.
Here's what we'll do. We'll cleanse the palate a little bit.
Do you want to do clock management again? You want to see time of possession again?
Oh, that was
Oh,
Cappy
you would
all the
easily
way.
kill me today.
You have something you want to do? So, because I want to do a little Bergie, get on Bergie's organ here before we reset at 8 o'clock.
Oh, you want to do the baseball?
So you want to do a little basketball here? Finish it up? Put a bow on it?
No, it's fine.
Do something real pretty?
No, we got lots to get
Make
to.
a beautiful thing?
We could just do it back
a long
at
way
8
to
o'clock.
go.
But
Yeah.
we could do, I mean, there was a pretty controversial ending to that game yesterday.
Oh, the WBC.
No, it was a terrible
Oh,
team.
yeah, hold on.
I didn't think in real
Oh,
time.
no,
though.
it's all, hold on. We're going to give Bergie's organ here in about 3 minutes.
All right.
But first, let me tell you about my friends at Providence. So I got a text Saturday night from the CEO at St. Joseph's Hospital, Brian Helloland. And I love Brian. He came out to our live remote there we did for my one-year celebration. He said, man, what a Lakers win. Unlike Cappy, he was impressed. He also was impressed that, listen, it's colorectal cancer awareness month. Said he loves the poop in the box bit we've been doing. You know why? Because you got to poop in a box. You got to get yourself checked out. I got a physical on Friday. Saw my GP. Went over the numbers, went over everything. And she said, you're not 45 yet. But at 45, we're going to have to poop in a box, Chris. I said, I got a history of colon cancer in my family. She says, well, you want to poop in a box now? You're 42. I said, I want to get myself checked out. And you should get yourself checked out too. Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. You've been hearing the stories. People are dying younger and younger. It is very treatable if you catch it early. If you catch it late, not so good. Get yourself checked out. Go to providence.org/SCA colonoscopy. Providence.org/SCA colonoscopy. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't die because you didn't do what you needed to do to be sure you're here for your family, your friends, your loved one, to enjoy the next stage of Lakers basketball. You want to see if Luka wins a championship without LeBron? You don't want to die because he got colon cancer, so get yourself checked out. Providence.org/SCA colonoscopy. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California. We'll get on Bergie's Oregon. We'll talk WBC, a little Dodgers. That's in 3 minutes from right now on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday on ESPN LA, Jack.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I look good behind the wheel of a caddy. Some say it's a gift. I say it's my legacy. Buckle up for the top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Cadillac Escalade IQL the 29th. Earn entries now playing your favorite games, and you could drive home in a new Cadillac.
Number 2.
We're your spring break headquarters. Book your spring break good times getaway today.
And the number 1 reason.
The Band Perry, live March 28th. Get tickets now.
Morongo, good times.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Buenos dias. Yes, indeed. Buenos dias, indeed. 7:45 in the morning. It's a Michelob Ultra Reaction Monday. We're reacting to the Lakers' massive overtime win over Denver, moving the Lakers into the 3rd seed in the West as they hit the road tonight in H-Town. I think they just got done with a rodeo in Houston. Nothing like riding a bull in Houston. Reaction Monday is brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. The official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. We get on Bergie's Organ. Talk some baseball 2 minutes from right now.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new chili crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and let me tell you something you should do. You should book your annual eye exam at VisionWorks. It's not just about your sharper vision, it's about catching potential health issues early, like glaucoma, diabetes, or hypertension. Look, I did it. You should do it. I know you're busy. They'll work with you on evenings or weekends. I went to the Santa Ana store, had an amazing experience. That peace of mind, it's totally worth it. If you haven't had your eyes checked yet this year, now is the time, and VisionWorks makes it simple.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Yeah, this is my philosophy. This is mine.
Yeah,
So
I don't like your filosofia.
No like.
George Sedano, Scott Kaplan.
No me gusto.
No me gusta la filosofía.
No me gusta la filosofía.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
Turn the dial, trying to catch a break, and then I hear baby face.
7:48. Mama Mariah. This is when Mama Mariah sort of started, back in 2005. She released the song We Belong Together. That's when it was like, it's a new stage of Mariah, and I was into it. I'm into it, all the way, Cappy.
Oh, yeah? You're all the way in, huh?
Hey, Mommy, take care of me. Oh, I'm ready. Sing to me, baby. It's a Monday. Good morning. Lakers beat the Nuggets in a massive win, no matter what Cappy says on Saturday night. We'll reset that at 8 o'clock.
It was a massive win.
It was. But now it is time for Gregory Arthur Bergman. We hop on the Dodgers Oregon, but not just the Dodgers. Also the WBC. Controversy last night. One Gregory Arthur Bergman, take it away.
There was controversy. The umpires, by the way, how bad the umpires were last night just makes me so excited for ABS this year in baseball, because that umpire was...
Explain what ABS is.
That's when it's the automated strike zone, so that when you want to call if a pitch comes in and you think it's low, you tap your head and they go to the automated strike zone and they say...
It's like tennis. And like soccer, the VAR, right.
What happens if you tap your thigh?
No, that does nothing.
Oh, okay.
You have to tap your head.
Oh, tap that head, Cappy.
And you only have two. You only have two for the game, but you keep it. So if you can do it every single play.
Right, as long as you get it right.
As long as you get it right. But the umpires were so bad last night. It was a great game all the way around. There was home runs. There was great defense. There was great stolen
Judge,
home runs.
That play at third base to Fernando Tatis.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. And also Julio Rodriguez also stole a home run from dead center to Aaron Judge. That was amazing. Yeah. By the way, Cappy, I love every time Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis do something bad on a big stage.
So do I, and it makes me laugh my ass off. I love it when Manny Machado strikes out at a ball that is so far outside the strike zone and down low, and I go, well, he's in midseason form. There you go.
That was all three pitches, by the way. All three were low.
Terrible.
But the fact was that how it ended was a real big disappointment to a really good game.
Right, but because that ball was so out of the strike. It was so low. It was like It was
like
bad.
8. It was like 8 inches low.
It was bad.
And
but in real time, I didn't know for sure because it was so directly over the heart of the plate that I yelled strike 3, but to see a guy get rung up.
Now,
on
did you
a
do it
called
like
strike,
Frank Drebin in
yes,
Naked Gun? You went,
very much so.
"Hey-ha!"
Right, I pulled yes, 100%. Let me ask you guys just one side note question about the WBC. If your favorite player from your favorite team is not playing for the USA, do you root against him or for him on like the foreign team? So, for example, like last night, I was rooting against Fernando Tatis. I'm rooting against Manny Machado. I'm very much rooting for Will Smith. I'm rooting for Mason Miller.
Yeah.
So how about you guys? Do you guys distinguish between? Because here's the thing: I'm watching last night with my kids.
I want
and
the
they
USA to win.
Well, they were booing Will Smith when Will Smith comes up to the plate. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Why?
They're like, well, he's a Dodger. I'm like, yeah, but he's on the USA
Wait, are
team.
your kids like the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov in the 80s? Like
Iran number 1. Iran number 1. Pui USA.
I was
Yes.
rooting for Shohei and Yamamoto for the Japan team.
But they weren't playing against the U.S.
No. If there was somebody like I don't know.
Listen, if Yamamoto's pitching for
No,
Japan
I wanted
and
Japan
they're playing
to
against
lose.
the U.S. Right. So that's my question. So you
I
guys
wanted
are
Japan
answering
to
my
win.
question. So I was telling these guys last night, I'm like, guys, don't be booing Will Smith. They're like, well, he's a Dodger. I'm like, no, he's a USA player. And then when Manny Machado would come up, I go, oh, I hope he strikes out. They're like, why do you say that? I'm like, because he's playing for the Dominican Republic.
You should have
That's why.
FaceTime Sedano and let Sedano explain to your kids. They're simpleton sports fans.
Now, let me ask you a question. If they, played in the Olympics,
I thought I was doing a good
would
job
they,
of that.
Would they still have the same opinion? Like, I mean, I guess I know the WBC doesn't have the same like allure as the Olympics does, but
it should.
It should. As a matter of fact, Aaron Judge said yesterday that the crowds have been better, the atmosphere has been better. Every player who ever plays in one of these WBCs says it's better than any World Series game they've played in.
No, except for Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper says it's not as good as the Olympics. It would be much better if they won an Olympic gold medal than this.
Well,
which
he
was
wants
dumb in the
to.
middle of this.
Well, he wants to play in the Olympics. They should be playing in the Olympics.
Should be.
You know how many USA kids are Major League ball players right now? They're in their second or third year, and they're going, next time the World Baseball Classic happens, I want to be on Team USA. Damn right.
Yeah, I think the World Baseball Classic, I heard Mason and Ireland talking about this, and I made fun of them via text the other day because they were like...
Shocking.
They were talking about like it's too... Mason was saying it's too much, right? Like there's too much noise and, all the drums and all that. I don't need that at a baseball game. It's just a... And
he didn't say that.
I go back and find... on
Mason.
Friday, it was around 2 o'clock. You can pull it. Or in like 2:05, 2:06, in that range. I was in the car.
Oh, no.
And I texted him. I said, "Get off my lawn."
Well, but George,
Come
the World
on.
Baseball Classic is supposed to be to baseball what the World Cup is to soccer.
Eventually, yeah.
And that's what we have to expect soccer crowds because these are international crowds. These aren't Dodgers Padres or Dodgers Rockies.
I think Emily was asking him, should we have like in whatever game they were playing, like should we have this kind of atmosphere at real baseball games, at regular Major League Baseball games?
Hard
and
to
they
recreate.
were like, no.
Like vuvuzelas at like a Padres game.
But I don't. There's not a lot of vuvuzelas in baseball, even at the World Baseball Classic. They're not doing that.
Right, but if they bring it in, is what I'm saying.
Right,
Like that
but I love the atmosphere of the drums and all that stuff, and the fans, the chanting. No different than when you go to the LAFC and the 32-52, right? Like, I love that stuff. I wish Major League Baseball had more of an atmosphere like that. I think Major League Baseball's atmosphere is too sanitized for me.
It's hard to create that atmosphere when it's the middle of the season. There's 14,000 people in the average stadium around the country. Now, in Dodger Stadium, where there's 50,000 people every night, you might have a chance of recreating that, or the top attendance in baseball. But it's just the American baseball fan is a different kind of fan than the World Baseball Classic Dominican Republic fan, because that fan has pure country pride, not just local team pride. Very different atmosphere.
Yeah, even Italy has that same type of pride. Like all the teams around, every team that's not the United States has that pride. I really wish that the United States would adopt it a little bit more.
Agreed.
Because it's so much better
33% of the
that
league is Hispanic. You don't think a lot of people are going to watch those guys play?
Oh, no, they are. But it's just a matter of who's the crowd. You know what I mean? And the crowd is a traditional American Mason-esque baseball kind of fan.
Mason-esque.
That was 70-30 Dominican last night. It was 70-30 for the Mexican team when they played the United States.
Now, do you believe that Mason will have that same take on Mason Plus when it when it
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Come on now, guys. You got to stop, man.
What do you mean stop? I
Bring
saw
a
the promo
bucket
the
and
other
a
day.
I saw the promo all weekend
It was
long.
fun. I liked being on Mason's Plus.
Yeah, I saw the promo. I'm promoting it.
Guys are going to get me in trouble.
What do you mean in
Why?
trouble? I'm
Me in trouble.
promoting
Why?
the show.
You're a guest on the show.
In the episode 2.
Yeah, you're in the
We
thumbs
both
up, thumbs
Meanwhile,
down section.
let's set the
It's a
stage.
good promo. Who did Carlo create that?
I think so.
Yeah, it was a good
Great
job.
Carlos Saisu. By the way, week 2 with Carlos Saisu. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't realize I would make Carlos scramble when I walked in here. I didn't realize the lights were.
We didn't know you were coming in.
I like to surprise people.
We thought you
What
were
do
a
you mean? I
Conference
thought everybody
1.
knew that.
But
Thought
that was
everybody knew.
That was Ireland and Houston.
Have we added?
Testing.
Hello.
Is Carlo on the group chat now? Are
He
you
is.
on it?
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. He was added.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Carlo.
All right, so USA is now in the final. They will play either Italy or Venezuela. Italy and Venezuela play tonight in the semifinal.
How about that Venezuela-Japan game, by the way?
Exactly. Will the Italian meat sticks come alive again?
Boy, I hope so. I've been rooting for Team Italy the entire time.
So,
now, I can't
USA,
root against
Italy,
Team Italy.
right.
I can't root against USA.
If that's
Wait,
USA,
you went from Israel to Italy?
Right, I had no choice, George. Once Israel got knocked out, I needed another story. I needed another underdog.
You really do this in every sport. Like,
Hey,
you
listen,
just bounce to different teams.
I like Italy. I like the country. I like the food. I like the people. I like the language.
You been to Lake Como? Is that what it is?
I've not been to Lake Como yet, but I mean, my point is that I'm looking for a story. I'm looking for an underdog. Israel was my team going in. Italy, once Italy beat the U.S., I was like, go Italy.
You going to hate King George Clooney?
No, I'm not going to hate King George Clooney. I think a lot of people are like, what does that mean?
that means Cappy doesn't know what that means.
Well, you absolutely rolled your eyes like, what does that mean?
I got it. I'm just
no, you
not,
didn't.
I'm
You
not
didn't
a
get
His
it.
wife is Italian.
You didn't get it.
Not just that, but also he has a house there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what?
Well, they
Then
live
yes, I guess I
Yeah.
will hate King him.
Yeah,
yes,
they
good
live
idea,
there.
Bergie.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That was the
Yeah.
Well, I guess it didn't hit. Okay.
No, it kind of hit. It
It
kind of
hit. It hit for those who knew.
7:57. Good morning. Cappy, as we get ready to reset Lakers at the top of the hour, why don't we talk about our new friends, a new partner at the Wellness Company?
Oh.
This is actually an amazing partnership. I'm so happy about this. And here's why. It feels like everybody's getting sick right now. You know, I mean, everybody's got something. And doctors have told us that it's the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. Last week when I was up in Mammoth, I mean, there were people coughing and sniffling, and everybody was all around me getting sick. And I'm like, yo, man, I can't afford to get sick, so get that away from me. And I'm guessing you guys can't either. So here's what I ordered. And I've got one coming for Rachel. I've got one coming for my daughters. It's the medical emergency kit. And having a medical emergency kit is like having an urgent care pharmacy right in your home. So it's got prescriptions like a generic Z-Pack. Like, you ever need a Z-Pack and you know you need a Z-Pack, but you're like, I got to go to urgent care. I got to call the doctor. What a pain in the ass. No, this has a Z-Pack in it for you. Important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat. You ever have strep throat? And you're like, I know what I've got. I just need something to take care of it. Of course, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs. I'm telling you, man, this emergency medical kit, the medical emergency kit as it's called, is something that everybody should have in their house. You don't have to wait for a doctor. You don't have to spend hours at urgent care. No lines at the pharmacy. No copays. You match your symptoms to the right prescription that's in your guidebook, or you call their telemedicine doctor that's standing by. So you start on your meds. You feel better faster. And let me tell you something. Listen, if you got kids, George, I know you got little kids at home. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, and you can order yours right now. We'll save you $45 when you use our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. That's urgentcarekit.com/710, and we're saving you $45 when you use our promo code 710. You must have a medical emergency kit in your home.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:59 on a Monday. We approach the 8 o'clock hour. We'll talk about Lakers right out of the gate. It is almost 8 o'clock. So if you're like Jorge and you woke up late, like producer Jorge did today, don't take a shower. Just get dressed, get in the car, and keep us on. Right here at KSPN Los Angeles, Good Karma Brands radio station. We'll be back in 3.5 minutes from right now, Jack.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Parents, did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles has the #1 spine program of its kind on the West Coast? In fact, 1 in 5 kids who need spine care come to the Autry Orthopedic Center at CHLA. Their specialists provide world-class care for spinal disorders, including scoliosis, helping young athletes get back in the game. So don't let scoliosis or spinal injuries throw your child a curveball. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm.
Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of March 16th. What a week it's going to be. Baseball. Cosm has the World Baseball Classic at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Champions League. Check out Manchester City versus Real Madrid on Tuesday at 1. Basketball. The Lakers are in Houston to take on the Rockets. And then all the excitement that is the NCAA tournament with exciting round 1 action on Thursday and Friday and round 2 on Saturday and Sunday. Imagine watching heart-pounding tournament games in the Cosm Dome on a massive 87-foot wrap-around LED display. And Cosm has a full menu of local food favorites like birria tacos, a beast burger, poke tacos, and tri-tip sandwiches. For appetizers, there's shrimp ceviche, Korean corn cheese nachos, and wings. Cosm also serves craft cocktails and beers, and this is only part of the delicious offerings of the Cosm menu. Visit Cosm.com right now for a list of all events. That's Cosm.com, and that's your Cosm calendar for this week. That's your Cosm calendar.
Hey, it's Bethel Duran. Everyone loves the new 2026 Toyota Electric BZ XLE that has a range of over 300 miles. You can drive one away on a 36-month lease with any old free and clear trade-down for only $239 a month. That's a $36,000 car that needs no gas. No cash required. Just drive any old car, truck, or van you own outright in the Wonders Toyota or Northridge Toyota and drive out with a $239 lease payment.
2026 Toyota BZ XLE FWD. Offer good on any BZ model in stock with an MSRP under $36,650. Over 10 to choose from. Lease excludes tax, title, license, and dealer fees.
Hey, it's producer Laura, joined by Jerry, the founder of Amor Salsita. And on my carne asada, listen, the food always matters. And girl, lately, the star of our table has been Amor Salsita.
That's exactly why we created it. Fresh, authentic salsas meant to be shared with the people we love.
And if you want a great pairing, sweet heat mango habanero with some fish tacos is a must.
My favorites are the hatch avocado mixed with the salsa roja. It's bomb.
Visit amorsalsita.com and grab Amor Salsita at Albertsons, Vaughn's, or Pavilions in the produce department.
Amor Salsita, the heart of every table.
This college basketball tournament moment is brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy.
After rupturing his Achilles celebrating the team's Sun Belt Tournament Championship, Georgia State head coach Ron Hunter was forced to roll the sidelines of the NCAA tournament on a stool with wheels. In the opening round, 14th-seeded Georgia State faced 3rd-seeded Baylor. Down 2, R.J. Hunter, the coach's son, hit a game-winning three-pointer, causing his father to fly off his stool, celebrating on the floor.
Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:04, good morning. Cappy, happy birthday, turned 71. T. Snyder. Frontman of Twisted Sister. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, Twisted Sister. Meanwhile, little
Snyder also do some radio, you know?
I think so, yeah. Maybe you can do some radio here. Put him on with Mason and Iowa and have him slap him around all day. Hey, wake up, Mace! Maybe you can be a guest on Mason Plus. I mean, see, now you got me doing it.
What?
See, you started.
We're promoting Mason Plus.
Meanwhile,
where can you find Mason Plus?
It's coming soon. Little breaking news. Adam Schefter reporting that the New York Jets are doing a trade with the Chiefs to send Justin Fields to Kansas City. Because, you know, Mahomes is going to be ready right out of the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There were some rumors over the weekend that maybe Russell Wilson would be going to the Chiefs, but they get Justin Fields. Much better option. And you don't have to deal with all that drama, you know?
Well, I mean, George, you know, mi filosofía, is to try and match styles.
Yeah. Estilos.
See.
Thanks to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for the breaking news. Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and details. Get that lube job!
Oh, wow.
Got excited.
I do.
Yeah, you hit the right, the riff right there.
Oh, I know how to hit it. Yeah. I used to at least. I do my best these days. Man, remember when this song was used for this song was used for the opening of like Jackass 5.5 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I stopped watching after Jackass 2.
Yeah. The last Jackass I saw was when the one dude went into the boxing ring with that Korean lady, and she beat the ever-living hell out of him. Like, I was like, okay, I think I've seen enough here.
My favorite was when they had the giant hand in the office. That's all I want. It's like a giant
It's like
hand.
the East Central.
Yeah. No, but like the giant hand that just hits people.
Oh.
Like, imagine if Cappy's just walking back in the hallway with like an MC, like, hey, we got to get these Beach Life tickets. And then a giant hand just flies and whacks him.
Boy, did that go well.
Let's
on
go to
Friday,
Beach
by the
Life.
way.
And then after that, we'll go to Javier's.
Oh, hey, no. You go to Javier's first.
Oh, sorry.
You start at Javier's.
Yeah.
Then you go to Beach Life.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, top of
And
the
then you
hour.
end up at Terranea.
Top of the hour integrity, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock on a Monday. Lakers with a massive win. And in the first hour, Sedano was just working. He looked like a modern-day Michael Jordan posting up, doing history lessons to Sedano. I mean, Sedano was doing it to Cappy and then took it out on Bergman.
I don't know if I took it out on Bergie.
Not really. I wouldn't say so.
Yeah.
I feel fine. I feel like, listen,
I told Cappy, hey, you got 46 and a half hours to have a better take than what you just had in this text after
don't
all these
remember what the
vodka
take
sodas.
was.
After all these vodka sodas you had this weekend.
I don't know what the take was that I said, that you told me I had 46 hours to refresh my takes.
Now you don't even remember the text from
No,
Saturday?
I don't remember the take. I remember the texting. I remember George giving me the 46 hours window. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
For the
And a
time.
half. Don't forget the half.
Right, the 46 and a half hours.
Because it was 8:30 at that point.
Come up with a better take, but I don't remember what the take was at the time to know if I got a better take or not.
Well, you were just making it seem like it was just Luka and Austin who were like the catalysts of this game. Like, yes, they played incredible roles. And to your point, correctly so, it took a miracle to win that game. But you know what? They haven't won very many games against the Denver Nuggets. So you know what? Miracle or no miracle, I don't care, all right? You got to win that game. If Mike Eruzione would have walked on the floor and helped Austin Reaves make that shot, then God forbid if that's what they needed, then so be it. Because they needed to beat those guys. I think just for their own mental health, to be honest with you.
You just said something very interesting, though. You said that Luka and AR played really good roles, right? You just said that.
No, I said they played their roles.
Okay, so are they role players?
No, their roles is not role player, Cappy.
Okay,
Don't do the semantic stuff with me.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because to me, when you have a team, everybody has a role, okay? And Luka's role is to score. And we've pretty much talked about this all season, that everybody accepts the fact that he's not really a great defender, and more often than not doesn't even really give much effort on defense.
Which I still think could be a problem come playoff time.
Okay, so his role is to score. Austin Reaves' role is to score as well. It's to handle the ball. It's to facilitate at times. And sometimes, you know what Austin Reaves will do because he's a role player in his role? Sometimes he'll take a charge. Sometimes he'll find his way down the floor. He'll plant his 2 feet. He'll wait, and he'll take one because that's the kind of guy he is. That's sort of the role he plays.
He needs to do something defensively to not be just a net negative.
Okay, fair point. So LeBron's role, especially now, LeBron's role is to say, you know what? I'm the mastermind. I'm the brains of the operation here, and I have been for a long time. And as a smart basketball man, I see this young fella right here, he's a world-class scorer, maybe a generational talent. This kid right here, I pretty much have raised this kid from the day he walked into the NBA, and look what he has become. We planted that seed 4 years ago, and look what Austin Reaves has become. And because I can see now that Luka is in this role and Austin is in this role, I, LeBron, need to be in a supporting role. And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is that while you guys are getting all upset at me, I questioned whether
whether he could do it.
Correct.
Which is crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
Why?
It's legit. But why is it not legit?
Why is it not crazy?
Because,
I asked you first.
Okay, I'll give you my answer, but then I'm coming back to you.
Okay.
You ready? All right, stand by. The reason that it's not crazy, okay, to question it, is because this is the first time we've ever seen LeBron in this kind of a role, where the organization is saying, you know, we've only signed you for one more year. You're making a lot of money. Most people don't think that LeBron's going to be back with the Lakers next year because of the change of ownership. I know, but he's never been a lame duck LeBron, has he?
He has never been a lame duck LeBron, but I don't think LeBron worries about his contract in season.
Why should he? I mean, the guy's got $1 billion in the bank. What's he worried about? He's not going to be able to feed his family? I mean, he should not be worrying about money or contract. But the point I'm trying to make is he's never been in this position before where I'm 41 and these guys are 26 and 27 and it's their team. They're the future of this team. And so now I have to very much take a backseat role in a supportive situation. And so for me, George, I asked the question, can he be what I saw him be on Saturday night? And my answer was, I don't think so. Well, guess what? Prove me wrong. Big deal. Good for the Lakers. Good for the Lakers that LeBron is willing to be a team guy, not a me guy. I like that. I'm happy about that.
But my pushback to you is he's always been about the team. Like, he's always made guys better. Like, regardless of what position you want to put him in, he's always made guys around him better. That is, even the biggest LeBron detractor has to admit that.
Cap, I don't understand why you're not questioning, like, Luka and Austin more than LeBron, because think about it this way. If he is, everyone always talks about how LeBron is such a smart basketball mind. He has such a high basketball IQ. So you would think, knowing that, he would be able to adapt to the situation. However, so he's kind of like, he's up here. His level is up here, and he's going to have to bring it down a couple notches of what he's used to and do less, basically, and do different things than what he's normally done. On the other side, you've got Luka and Austin, especially Austin, who's never been, quote unquote, like the number 2 guy on a championship team. How do you know that he can notch it up and be better and be that number 2 guy? Because he's never done it. So, like, don't you think that you're going to give the benefit of the doubt to the guy who's been in the league for 23 years winning championships before you would just assume that Austin Reaves is going to be able to be the number 2 guy or that Luka's going to be able to lead the team to a championship?
That's a fair question.
It's a great question, Lindsay. It's a great question. Now, do you want a real answer?
Yes. I want to know what you really think.
Here's what I really think.
Yeah, we don't want a fake answer. Were you going to give us a fake answer?
No fake answer. I want real answers. It's a great question, Lindsay. It really, really is. And it's not about LeBron as much as it is about the other guys. This is what I've been trying to say to you guys for the better part of the last 3 years. LeBron is an overwhelming locker room presence because he has been so great for so long. He has won so many championships. He has played in so many NBA finals. He is the all-time leading scorer in the history of the game. History will say that LeBron James is the best player in the history of the game. Now, argue all day long, Michael Jordan, LeBron, forget about that conversation. I'm telling you that history and data will tell you that if you never saw any of these guys play, you will think that LeBron James is the greatest player in the history of the NBA, given the number of years that he's played, the number of points that he scored, the championships that he won, the number of times he played for a championship, the number of games that he's played. History will say LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. And when you're on a team with a player that is that great, you have subconsciously, you're like, I defer to him. He's the greatest of all time. So I can be Luka and be really good and have played in an NBA Finals. I haven't won one, but I played in one. And I can be Austin Reaves, and I'll look at LeBron James and go, thank you. I'm so grateful to you. If it wasn't for you, where would I be in my career right now? So I defer to you. It's very, very hard to take control of a team when you have a player as accomplished as LeBron James is. And so now, finally, LeBron's got 2 guys on his team that, unlike Anthony Davis, who couldn't, wouldn't, whatever, these 2 guys can and are willing to. And so LeBron has taken it down. I don't have to be the star. I don't have to be the center of attention. It doesn't have to be about me or my team. And these 2 guys have amped it up, which I questioned that as well. Could they? Would they? And they have. So everything in that game Saturday night sort of worked because LeBron gave maximum effort and sold out for his team, and his teammates love that and appreciate that. And the 2 guys who were supposed to be the stars of the team, they saved the day. Austin Reaves with that last shot, the free throw that he missed and then scored on, and then Luka with the game winner. So guess what? That's what team is all about. When
just goes to show you how great. Just goes to show you how great LeBron is because he's willing to do that. When you never saw Kobe do that. You never saw Michael Jordan do that. What do we think about Michael Jordan in the end of his career? Did he ever seed his team and say, "Hey, I'm gonna back off a little bit"?
Okay, now I'm gonna stop you.
I'm just saying he never did. How many great players have ever done this?
She is right about the Jordan part.
I think Jordan, his place in history is just fine.
And I would push back on Kobe because in that Game 7 against Boston, he realized after a lot of shots that his shot wasn't falling after like 20 at that point. He's like, okay, I just got to go rebound, right? And like, so Kobe, I have seen Kobe do it. I will push back a little. Like, we've seen Luka get to a finals, okay? So, like, I'm not, and by the way, he got to a finals with, an excellent Hall of Fame type player in Kyrie Irving and a bunch of role players, basically, after that. Legit role players, guys who have one job, okay? And so I don't think Luka is the issue. To me, Austin, and I've said this before, Austin is the guy that I'm focusing on because Austin has not necessarily had great appearances in the playoffs.
Fair point.
Okay, he's had some good games, but we have to see a level of consistency from him, which I think he's capable of, but we do have to see it. I don't think that's like, I don't think that's anything that is demeaning towards him. He would probably say the same thing if I had to guess.
I don't think it's insulting to say, hey, look, Austin Reaves has not been a great playoff performer. But on the other hand, I would say this. Number one, what is he, a fourth-year player in the NBA? So, and we all know he wasn't drafted, and we can all sit here and say, well, he chose not to be drafted because he wanted to pick still, he wasn't a first-round pick. He wasn't a lottery pick. He wasn't somebody that everybody thought was going to be the star player that he has turned into. Can we agree on that? Did anybody see him being who he is today? Okay, right.
He's arguably the greatest undrafted player ever already.
So now, while we have not seen him have a great postseason, we're waiting. And if this postseason, let's say Austin Reaves does what he did last year against Minnesota where he was really, really bad, that's probably going to determine how the Lakers think about him going into the future.
Mm-hmm.
But if you said to me today, what do you think about Austin Reaves' future with the Lakers? I say you sign that man because he is your number two. He is Luka's right-hand man. They do have a chemistry that they play with, and I don't care what it costs, you sign Austin Reaves. And now, of course, the opinion could change because let's say you go into the postseason and rather than him scoring 25 or 30, which is what we've come to expect, now all of a sudden he's down to 15, 17. And you go, man, his shooting percentage is terrible. His defense is no good. And we get to crunch time and he just doesn't get the job done. If that happens, then you have a different decision. Like, nah, he doesn't really have it in the postseason.
And it's not always about his offense in the postseason, too. It's about his defense. They were attacking Austin over and over and over again in that series against Minnesota. So if he's not better defensively in the postseason, then I'm totally with you. Then it's not going to change because how it's set up right now, they should be the two of them together. But so that it was a fair question, Lindsay, because Austin is the guy. It's not Luka. Luka already took him all that kind of stuff. But Austin is the guy that we have to be paying attention to. LeBron being the third star here is actually a good thing for the Lakers, no matter what. And so if Austin can take a step up, that's when it's all going to change.
Have you guys already made up your mind that Austin Reaves cannot be an excellent postseason performer? Because for me,
why would you make up your mind?
You should not make that. You should not say he hasn't, therefore he will not.
No, but you say he hasn't, so we have to wait and see if he can.
He still has a lot to prove.
Right.
Correct.
Whereas
Lindsay.
LeBron, on the other hand, I don't think he has much left to prove. And if anything, Cap, you should say, talk about how much he does want to win because he is willing to take on this other diminished role.
Okay.
So well, you have questioned his willingness to want to win.
Absolutely.
And that has been a constant theme for years.
Absolutely. 100% not running from it at all. I have said all along, is LeBron James about winning, or is LeBron James about playing for the Lakers, living in Los Angeles, being a media mogul, all these things? And here's why I've questioned it, because he's already done it all. He doesn't have anything else to prove. You've said it, Lindsay. He has nothing left to prove. So when you have nothing left to prove, then what motivates you, what drives you every day, what gets you out of bed excited to say, I'm going to work for this? Is it to pursue a championship? I have questioned that. But I will tell you this. One play, that's how simple it is. One play can change an opinion. And for me, what I saw LeBron do on Saturday night made me say, you know what? Give him some credit. That's a guy who's willing to sell out for his team. He's willing to change his role on the team. He's willing to give it all he's got. And if I were his teammate and I had questions about that, I'd say, look at that. That gives me answers right there. This guy's 41 years old, busted up right elbow, busted up left elbow. He don't even know which elbow's hurt. Hurt ankle, arthritis, sciatica. This guy got a million different ailments.
Yeah, remember when you made fun of him?
I dealt with sciatica recently over the last couple of weeks, and I've had to, I've had to work through it.
You get on that roller, right? You got to
and
roll
a lot
it
of
out.
stretching.
Foam rollers are nice.
And a lot of stretching.
Massages, heating pads,
all that stuff.
massage guns.
Not fun.
George, I will fix your sciatica in 2 seconds.
No.
All I need you
Let
to
him
do,
mount
yes,
you.
sir.
No.
He used to
I
mount
don't
me
need
all
to
the
mount
time.
you. I don't need to mount you. Here's
Cap,
what I need
remember
you to
when
do.
you made fun of the sciatica at the beginning of the season? You're like, oh, sciatica. Oh, give me a break.
Yeah, I didn't
Remember
believe
that?
it. Yeah,
exactly.
That's right. I didn't believe it. Yeah, I didn't believe it.
Yeah, playing golf with sciatica.
Right. Playing golf with sciatica kind of it's sort
Probably
of
playing golf is probably the reason he had the sciatica.
well, you shouldn't say I've got sciatica and then show up at a golf course. That's kind of my thought, Lindsay.
Well,
That's
listen,
how
I don't know.
feel
I
about
worked
that.
out with my sciatica because the doctor told me you can't stop. You have to still work through it.
Yeah, did you play golf?
I didn't play golf, but I lifted and I did things like that, which are much more strenuous than playing golf.
you don't understand golf.
If
You
you
don't
swing
get
the
it.
golf club
You're
properly,
not a golf knower.
You're going to twist your core much more, and it's in a good way. So, but you can still do it
because
with
the
sciatica.
doctor told me to do actual core from like basically that machine that has multiple connections to it that you can go down. You can pull from the bottom, you can pull from the top, or you can pull from the sides and doing the core from the side.
Yeah.
So I was twisting a ton.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, with weight. So
I need you to lay on the ground, George. I need you to lay on the ground right now for me. And I'm going to yank on your legs. I'm going to yank on your ankles.
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
not yanking on anything.
No, I am. I'm going to try and
Let him yank on it.
No yanking.
Because you know why you get sciatica, right? You know why you get it?
Why is that?
Well, because your little backbone muscle thingies, discs in your back are starting to fuse together, and then what they're doing is they're hitting a nerve, and then the nerve is running down your leg. So what I'm going to do for you is, and you should be thanking me, by the way. I don't do this for just everybody.
Right.
All right, you lay on the ground. I'm going to yank on your legs. I'm going to yank on them, man. I'm going to pull them. All right, and I'm going to try and get that one little nerve to like open up a little bit so that the disc can get a little more space. You're welcome, for crying out loud.
Let him yank on it.
The stretching worked really well.
Oh, okay, good. Well, then you don't need to lay down.
I don't have any more sciatica issues anymore, but it was a couple weeks of like I could feel it.
All right.
It's game day, which means it's time to BB. Go for it. Listen to Mason and Ironwood today for your chance to play. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. And guess which team scores the first 3-point basket of the game. Get it right, and you're going to win a $100 BB Go promo code. Plus, you're going to be entered for a chance to win a trip to basketball's biggest stage. From our friends at BB Go, bring something different to the table. BB, go for it. 8:22 on a Monday. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Let's talk about our friends at PrizePicks.
Oh, listen, if you want sports action in the state of California, PrizePicks is the place to be. Download that PrizePicks app. Use the promo code KAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. Very simple to play PrizePicks. It's more, it's less. There's a stat projection for every player in every sport imaginable. You bundle a couple together, you can win cold, hard cash, Cap.
Oh, yeah, and we got so much going on right now between basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, freaking darts, you name it, we got it. So here's what I want everybody to do. Make sure you download the PrizePicks app and use our code KAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You make your first $5 lineup, you get $50 in lineups instantaneously, whether you win or you lose. But here's the key to tonight, okay? Because when you take 2 players and you decide more or less, 2 is all it takes to get a win. And I've been trying to go back to fundamentals because when I go for the big home run with 6 players, that's much harder. But, George, tonight, Orlando against Atlanta. And it's the Magic City promotion. And PrizePicks has a sense of humor. So they've got Jalen Johnson tonight, the forward from Atlanta, for more than 22.5 points. But it's a max discount. So all he has to do is score 1 point. So you're halfway home to a win. Check out Jalen Johnson for a max discount. All he's got to do is score half a point, and you're halfway home to a win on PrizePicks.
PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Thank you, Sedano. 8:24. You know on a Monday you should be thankful that you get to listen to a show this good every day. And when we come back into it, Sedano's kind of glaring at me when I said that. I don't know why. So we're arrogant about how good we are. So what? In 2.5 minutes from right now, were the Rams really going to trade Devonte Adams? We'll do that. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday right here.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I look good behind the wheel of a caddy. Some say it's a gift. I say it's my legacy. Buckle up for the top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Cadillac Escalade IQL the 29th. Earn entries now playing your favorite games, and you could drive home in a new Cadillac.
Number 2.
We're your spring break headquarters. Book your spring break good times getaway today.
And the number 1 reason.
The Band Perry, live March 28th. Get tickets now.
Morongo, good times.
Hello, it's James Worthy here. Do you manage your body well? I know with all my years of wear and tear, I have to, and I do it with IceBod Active Wearable Cryotherapy. I just put on my compression wear with the pockets that fit rubbery ice-cold gel packs and chill all my problems away. I can wear it under my clothes and go. I'm such a believer of their wearable cryo that I became an owner of the company. Try it and you will thank me. Get yours at icebodactive.com.
Hey, Laker fans, it's time to team up with National University for an affordable, achievable bachelor's or master's degree. Choose 4 8-week courses and call timeout anytime. You need free tutoring, career counseling, and more. Plus, NU has a generous transfer credit policy and offers year-round enrollment. Best of all, our Year of You scholarship awards up to $6,000 annually toward an industry-current bachelor's or master's degree. Apply by March 31st at nu.edu. Terms and conditions apply.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free. So I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Especially on lighter days like today, we're just going to make ourselves laugh.
Why the hell not?
Why the hell not?
Let's feel good today.
Let's feel good.
More Sedano and Kap.
Come on, kid, just have fun.
Right now.
8:27, good morning. Cappy, happy birthday to Brett Michaels. Turned 63 today, of course, of the group Poison. Actually, yesterday, March 15th, was his birthday.
You know, Chris, I don't know if you saw this or not.
Cowboy.
Well, you know our friend Jay Glazer.
Yes.
Is really close with Brett Michaels. And I guess they hosted a little birthday fiesta for Brett over at Jay's place.
Oh, Jay Glazer knows everybody, man.
Oh, Jay Glazer is like, seriously.
He really does.
It's just amazing.
Everybody, he knows everybody. I love
Jay
it.
Jay is, really. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
And Brett Michaels was at his house playing his guitar, playing his harmonica, a whole bunch of people around, and jamming out with Brett Michaels. So
I love it. By the way, today is National Artichoke Day.
Oh.
I love artichokes.
You like an artichoke dip?
Artichoke dip, and then in the Italian culture, especially the southern part of the family, the Sicilian part, fried artichokes are a big
they're
thing.
delicious.
I don't know fried artichokes, but I do like
it's a
an
big
artichoke.
Italian. Well, you're not Italian.
No, I'm not. But I am rooting for Team Italy. I mean, if that means anything.
You have a little fried zucchini before?
Fried zucchini I've had. All the fried stuff I don't want.
You don't eat it every day, just once in a while.
It's like,
it's
the holidays.
Good, I know.
With the familia, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But an artichoke heart, though, really good, man. Really
yeah, exactly.
Delish, you know?
We'll get to this story about Devonte Adams possibly being the Rams were thinking about it.
Well, according to
true.
Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk.
But first, it was Florio?
You don't buy that though, huh? If it's Florio, you don't buy it. Did you say no?
I hold up the picture of the great Jacob and Ronnie.
Yes, of course.
Let's talk about our friend Jacob.
Can I get my picture too? Hold on.
Yeah, go get it.
All right, hold on a second here. George is getting his. While George gets his picture, I'll just tell you right now. Oh, here it comes. Take a look at this. See, now we got double Jacob and Ronnie's. Very nice. You know, that slow crawl on the 405 when everybody's half awake and trying to merge like it's a negotiation? Yeah. That's also when a lot of crashes happen with work trucks and commercial vehicles. You know, you've seen them, the ones that the company has the names and the logos on the side. The one that has that stupid question, how am I driving? Yeah. And that's when, that's two regular cars. They get complicated. It gets very fast in there. So that's why you call Jacob and Ronnie.
Yeah, it's not a beautiful thing, as some would say. Right. So here's the deal. If you got hit by a delivery van, a work truck, a company car, whatever, call Jacob and get a free consultation. and a no-obligation case review, okay? They'll walk you through what's next, and you don't pay anything unless they win. It's very simple. So save this phone number right now. It's 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Or visit calljacob.com, and you'll see this cutis right here.
What a facia on that kid, Jacob.
Oh, yeah. What a punum. What a beautiful punum.
8:30 on a Monday, the Sedano Kap Morning Show. All right, so Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk reporting that the Rams really considered trading Devonte Adams, Cappy?
Find that somewhat hard to believe.
So he said, quote, the Rams presumably were hoping to get a deal done by today, which was March 15th, so yesterday, when a fully guaranteed $6 million roster bonus came due, and the payment of the bonus likely means they'll keep Adams and his $18 million base salary. So he talked about how they were supposedly shopping Adams with the idea of possibly trying to acquire A.J. Brown from the Eagles.
Yeah. See, A.J. Brown, for me, George, is a problem unless he goes to a team like the Rams. I made this comparison in the past. When a guy like Randy Moss is miserable with the Raiders and unproductive, and you think it looks like his now Hall of Fame career was coming to an end, when he shows up in New England and there's Belichick and there's Brady and there's the Patriot way, and you either fit in with what we do or we get rid of you, what did Randy Moss do? He became the great productive player that he once was. When you look at A.J. Brown, I have this perception now that A.J. Brown is a bad locker room guy. Because of all the fighting that seemed to be going on with the Eagles this past year, and it was more about me than it was about the team, and it was more about my TV commercials than it was about us winning another Super Bowl. But if A.J. Brown were going to get rehabbed in any locker room around the NFL, I think the Rams would be the right locker room for him. Because when you show up at the Rams, everybody knows this is Sean McVay's team. That's the way it works. And so I actually think the Rams could corral that personality and get the best out of him. But I would hate to give up on Devonte Adams after only a year.
Yeah, look, they have a history of that, right? Like if you look at some of the guys that they've had over the years that have been considered quote-unquote volatile personalities, they've been able to bring guys in. The guys work out just fine here, and they end up maximizing guys. So I'm in agreement when it comes to that. They do a fantastic job of getting guys in here and buying into what they need to buy into. Do I think it's possible they could have kicked the tires internally on like, hey, we've got this roster bonus due, right? Like, should we look, into other stuff? I mean, maybe there were internal discussions. By the way, you should always be having internal discussions in those scenarios. Do I think they were actually close to pulling the trigger on something? I don't know if I buy that necessarily. Maybe I'm wrong. But I would think any front office would be prudent for them to at least have those discussions about everyone on the roster, pretty much at some point or another. So, I don't think it's crazy to think that they had the discussions, but I think Adams fits just fine here. And to your point, while I do think they can make A.J. Brown fit, I think that I'd rather have Adams just because I know he fits.
Right.
And I don't have to even worry about that aspect of it.
Right. Because A.J. Brown is a younger player, and A.J. Brown costs a little bit more.
Yeah, and you're going to have to give up real, tons of compensation.
But I would rather, I'd rather say, look, I got it. Devonte Adams is in his early 30s, and Matthew Stafford is in his late 30s. But given everything that happened last NFL season and how close the Rams were to getting to the Super Bowl, and then seeing the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, you realize that the Rams were like millimeters away from literally winning the Super Bowl. Because whoever won the NFC Championship game this year between Seattle and LA was going to ham slam New England. And that's pretty much what happened. So you realize, gosh, we were just this close.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make my improvements in the areas where I needed to make improvement. Wide receiver was not one of those areas. Cornerback was one of those areas.
And they've addressed
That's
that.
where I'm going to make my improvements.
And by the way, they added another, a second corner from Kansas City for depth purposes and things of that nature. So, yeah, they've certainly addressed that. Like, honestly, the Rams can do no wrong by me, man. Like, at this stage, they've earned the benefit of the doubt. Like, whatever it is they choose to do, I'm good with that. Like, I am not questioning them. They have been a pillar franchise, not only in the NFL, but I would say here in Los Angeles already, just based on what they've been able to accomplish and how they are constantly in the mix every single year, it seems like for a championship outside of an outlier year here or there where they have like a rash of injuries that they can't contain and there's nothing they could do about that.
And think about why that is. Think about why that is, just by the way. Like so rarely.
Continuity.
Well, right, exactly. So rarely does a team in any sport have that sort of nobody in sports radio gives their local teams that sort of grace.
Yeah.
Right? Like in Philadelphia, they won a Super Bowl 2 years ago, and I assure you that on sports radio, they're destroying everybody.
Well,
Howie Roseman, the GM.
The Lakers had that. The Lakers had that through the Kobe and Pau era. I mean, they had a few blips here, right? Like when Shaq left, they weren't so good for a few years. But they still had Kobe, and Kobe would drag them to the playoffs or whatever. But yeah, I would say that the Lakers had that. I think the Lakers at the moment are hoping to regain that trust, right, moving forward.
Right. So the Lakers, that's exactly where I was going, is that the reason that the Rams have this inherent trust from the local media, from the fan base, whatever, is because they have cohesiveness. They've got first of all, they've got a multi-billionaire owner who built you the greatest stadium on the planet, who doesn't meddle with the team. They've got a general manager who's been highly successful in multiple iterations, whether it's building through the draft or it's building through free agency.
Yeah.
So and then you have a head coach who, while there was a time where there was talk about him being burnt out and him not, continuing on, I think we all know that Sean McVay has recommitted to the long term. So you've got the owner who doesn't meddle. You've got the general manager who's been great at what he does. You've got a coach who loves his players and players love playing for him. And you just tinker a little bit every year. And even when you lose your biggest star in Aaron Donald just a couple years ago, they didn't lose him and then start figuring out what they were going to do.
No, they were figuring it out on the fly already. Yeah.
They planned on it 2 years in advance. They drafted to make up for one guy with five guys.
And look, honestly, here in LA, you're very lucky because the Dodgers are obviously in that conversation too. Like I mean, I've been saying for years on this station, Andrew Friedman is the smartest sports executive I've ever seen. Like, and you kind of used to make fun of me for that, but now so much so that he's consulting the Lakers, for God's sake. So
he's going to save the Lakers.
I don't know if he is or isn't, but
come on, Andrew.
But I think that if there was a guy I would trust to at least be, in the room in regards to just even being just someone, a shoulder they could lean on, that's certainly a guy I'd want to lean on. But yeah, so like you're very fortunate here where you have the Rams, you have the Dodgers, right? That you certainly you just understand they're going to make the right decision. Okay, I think the Lakers have had that for decades, and they've lost that a little bit, and they're trying to regain that. But you've lived a pretty charmed life here in LA in that regard. Hell, LAFC, I see Jorge's hat right now. I mean, that LAFC.
I mean, I'm wearing an LAFC hat too.
Well, but I noticed his.
I mean, we're both wearing LAFC hats.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me love?
Why don't you say, hey, I see that Chris and Jorge are both wearing LAFC hats. Like, you specifically chose Jorge over Morales.
Tocayo.
And I wore an LAFC hat Friday, too.
I didn't notice that.
Although I was switching hats, LAX.
Yeah, you were wearing a lot of hats.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Well, I do wear a
Pizza
lot
Hut
of hats.
hat was nice.
Yeah, you do wear a lot of hats.
It was a nice Pizza Hut hat, by the way.
Why does he? I have a problem with that.
I looked at him first.
You do. Understandable.
Okay, so God, why are you so? Are you
he's sensitive. He's a sensitive guy.
So anyway, you are.
I like your LAFC hat, Chris.
You're very.
I wore this in the hospital a year and a half ago.
Really nice.
You're very fortunate that you have these teams here, right? Like you really don't get it, man. Like there's a lot of these markets, man, where you just don't. And look, I understand because of that you hold them to a certain standard. So if they slip even a little bit, right, you jump on them. But you got to have the right perspective also as well.
Well, and that's why several weeks back when Morales brought up the notion of why is J.J. Redick the right coach going forward.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
I said, why do we believe that he is the right coach long term? Okay.
Well, that's kind of what he just said.
No.
Almost exactly
because
what I just said.
Mason and Iowa are trying to say, oh, Morales is saying J.J. should be fired.
No,
it's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
It's not what I said.
No, you said what Cappy just said.
Yeah, it's pretty much you just repeated exactly what I said.
Speaking of,
you changed the words
you put in the word belief. You put in one word, belief.
By the way, real quick, before we switch, when we get back to A.J. Brown and the Rams.
Yeah.
Speaking of roster bonuses, did you get that thing inked? Is it ink on there?
No ink yet.
When are we going to get
the freaking thing? Ink it, George.
I got to get the promos.
It's not in my possession yet to ink.
Well, Doc, you sign that thing.
I don't like it.
Not in your
You just
possession.
reminded me. I got to sign my tax form, too, actually.
Because once we get it inked, then we'll start considering about June. What are we going to do in June?
Yeah, what are we going to do
Cappy's
next?
back.
Are we sure, or do we go?
No, Cappy's back.
You sure?
I won't sign if Cappy's if not on the.
Maybe we just explore what could be out there.
No.
Yeah, let's
What
explore.
did you do? Just sign a 1-year deal last year, Cap? Wasn't this just a thing?
2 years.
Oh, okay.
Because remember at the Mandy's?
That's
Although
right.
I don't
Do
remember.
I need to do a LeBron and do like a 1+1 every year to make sure Cappy gets signed?
Wait, does that make me Russ? Does that make me Brody? I don't want to be Brody. I want to be Luka.
Do I need to do like LeBron in Cleveland and sign a 1+1 every year just to put pressure on keeping Cappy?
And then every year it's like, the decision. What's Cappy going to do?
No, it's more like what's Sedano going to do? Sedano becomes like Aaron Rodgers. Like every year, you don't know what's going to happen with him.
No, I don't want to be that. But if it means that I have to do that to make sure that you get what you need, then I'll do that.
All right, well, then you better ink this thing.
Just like LeBron did with Tristan Thompson. He's one of those guys that he got
just like
paid,
that.
like George was talking about earlier. He's throwing it back to that,
Exactly, precisely.
He
just
said
like
he got
Tristan
random
Thompson.
dudes paid.
He did get random dudes paid. There's no doubt.
And that's me. I'm a random dude.
Great role player, Cappy.
Hey, let me tell you something, Lindsay. If I ever get a band, that's going to be the name of my band. We're
Random
the Random
Dudes.
That's right. L.A., are you ready? Here they are, the Random Dudes. Everybody's going to be like, yeah, bro.
Speaking of random dudes, did your guy Browner break 100 on Friday?
Not even close.
What hole did he hit 100?
Well, keep in one thing in mind. That
So
we were having
Sedano,
a
they had this
challenge.
bit on the Cappy cast out in San Diego. Because Browner, his shtick is that he thinks he's an athlete, he's a comic, and he hates.
He looks like he probably was
He
an
does look-
athlete at
yeah, he
one
looks
point.
athletic.
He had a nice
And of course,
basketball
he
career.
hates
Yeah.
anything that may be thought of as a certain thing, like things that like Cappy and I would do. So he said, he can go out there with no training and break 100 on a golf course.
Well, what he said was last year
I don't
during
know
the
about
Masters. Last year during the Masters, he said, "Hey, kind of like what you say, George. No Tiger Woods, no me. I'm out." So I said, "Well, golf is a very difficult game. You should appreciate it." He goes, "No, man." He goes, "I could easily play that game." I said, "No, you can't play that game." He goes, "Oh, man."
No, it's hard.
So he says, "I'll break 100." So I got him some brand new golf clubs, and I told him, "You got 6 months," and it turned into more like 8 months. And then here's what I really did. And Chris, this is where everybody thought I made a huge mistake. I told him for the pace of play, because there'll be people playing behind us. When you get to triple bogey, we pick up the ball.
Oh, so you did him a gift.
Right, because if you say to somebody triple bogey, then you could possibly break 100. Well, he was at 60 after 9 holes.
Whoa.
60, yeah,
Whoa.
and got to 99 on hole 15, and then went out of bounds and would have shot would have been like 101s, and that's where it ended.
So he picked it up a little bit on the back.
He had 2 holes where he got under triple bogey. 2 holes.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not horrific.
Not terrible.
And he's never played.
Never played in his life.
Oh, there you go.
He got humbled. The game of golf will do that to you.
Yeah. I was at a simulator the other day. I was in a gym, and they had a simulator the other day in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, like I hit one that was good, and then the next one was like right off to the right. I'm like, oh, man, this game sucks.
By the way, don't forget, Cappy, you still owe Tommy and I.
Well, I'd love to get you guys down.
Okay.
Anytime.
Well, you
I've
still
offered.
owe us. You still owe us. Don't think we forgot.
I actually thought it was Tommy and Deshay. I don't know how you got worked.
No. It was all 3 of us, and then Tommy was like, and then I want to push it because Tommy's really a Titleist guy, so I want to make him uncomfortable. You hand him a new bag of Callaways and say,
I'm
hey,
not going to hand it to him. He's not going to use them.
Play with these, sucker.
Yeah.
No, he'll use them. I'll make sure he uses them.
Okay, good. Because he got to become an ambassador at that point.
Exactly. 8:44 on a Monday morning. Let's talk about our friends at VisionWorks, Lindsay and Cappy.
Well, I have just put on my brand new Ferragamo glasses, and I think I've really started to get used to them because, and this is what VisionWorks told me, is like, look, when you're getting glasses for the first time and you're getting these progressives where the top part of the lens is like for distance, which is really helping my driving, thank goodness, especially at night. And then the middle part is going to really make you like your computer really clear for you. But it's the bottom part of the lens where you got to know how to position your head or your eyes to really read everything. And this is why you need to have an annual eye exam, because it's so much more than just about your vision. It's about early signs, glaucoma, diabetes, hypertension, etc. You got to get to VisionWorks, Lens, and you got to see one of the eye doctors at VisionWorks.
That's right. And once you go to see the eye doctors, they will have you all set up with simple shopping because unlike other brands, VisionWorks makes things very simple by organizing their frames by shape and price, and they make things simple with their scheduling. So they can book you an appointment that fits your schedule with weekend and evening appointments available, and you can even book it online, visionworks.com. Right, Chris?
Absolutely right. VisionWorks is taking care of my whole family. The Italian Stallion got new glasses. My girlfriend Stephanie got new glasses. Mom and Pop, Mucho and Angela, they're going to go there, Cappy. They're going to get new glasses. They're going to go to the Fullerton Vision Works. Rob, the GM's going to take care of them. And I told Rob, listen, they may get down in the eye exam room, but just let it happen. They're going to get their tax refund. And by the way, you get your tax refund. Don't waste it on chicharrones and new golf clubs.
Yeah.
Go in there and take care of your eyes, sucker.
Please tell me you saw that guy this weekend send a tweet that said he bought chicharrones. Did you see his tweet?
I didn't. I did not.
Really?
No.
There was one of our listeners who went, hey, Morales, look, I just got chicharrones. I didn't get new glasses from VisionWorks. I actually went and got chicharrones. Bad decision, pal.
Well, did he
Get your
tag
glasses.
me? Tag me.
Yeah,
on
he
that.
tagged you.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
2 pairs, 1 easy decision. They got the BOCO. Go see our friends at VisionWorks. They'll take care of you. And if you want, you can get down in the eye exam room. Why not? 8:46
Wow. Tear that paper up
on a Monday morning. Well, I did the read. I'm done.
I know. With integrity, I suppose.
Let's do a little NBA insider-outsider as we approach 9 o'clock here. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'll be back in 3 minutes from right now, Jack.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up.
I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
I only paid.
Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end March 31st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy, and I know that a lot of people around are getting sick right now. You are not imagining this. It's real. Doctors have said this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. And listen, I was just away visiting some friends up in Mammoth, and everybody was coughing and sneezing, and I don't know about you guys. I can't get sick. I'm sure you can't get sick. So now what I've done is I've ordered a medical emergency kit. Now, when you have a medical emergency kit, it's like having an urgent care or a pharmacy right in your home. No waiting for a doctor, no hours at urgent care, no lines at a pharmacy, no co-pays. I'm telling you that you get things like a generic Z-Pack to help you get well faster and handle what are really a bunch of common and in some cases more serious illnesses. But let's get you and your family to have this care kit in your home. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in just minutes and it's shipped to your door immediately, and we'll save you $45 when you use our promo code 710. It's urgentcarekit.com/710, urgentcarekit.com/710, and you're saving $45.
Herbert.
Change is in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investments in improving your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals. The new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack. I get parents telling me all the time that the kids in the car love the quack. They're now into the quack, quack.
Listen, I am a role model for the youth of America.
Oh, we know that.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on. Back to Sedano and Kap.
Get it.
8:50 in the morning.
So long now.
Get Guess whose birthday it is? Flavor Flav turned 67.
Remember when he was dating Brigitte Nielsen?
I guess.
Yeah.
Because they were on that reality show together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What was the name of that reality show?
Celebrity
Rehab?
Flavor of Love, yeah.
No, they
Oh,
were on
not Flavor of
Celebrity
Love.
Rehab. That's how they met.
Right, but she was also in Flavor of Love a little bit.
Yeah, she was after that, yeah.
Of course, Flavor Flav, the hype man for Public Enemy, helped found the group.
Blake Griffin is only 37 years old.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it.
Embarrassing that he's not playing. Embarrassing.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, he had really bad injuries, but
No. In this day and age, you play till you're at least 40.
Bro, I did not know that. Like, by the way, he's really good as a broadcaster. But I didn't realize he was only 37. That goes to show you, man, that sucks. Like, his career was cut way shorter than you would think.
And he's been out of the
retired
league
for a couple years.
Yeah, for a few years, right?
Yeah, the injuries really caught up to him.
All right, we'll do a little NBA Insider Outsider in just a moment, but you know what time it is?
What time
it's
is
time to BB go for it.
Oh, yeah.
In every game, someone gets the chance to guess which team will score the first three-point basket. And last night, or Saturday night, our BB go for it contestant was Eduardo Gonzalez from Whittier. Whittier, where the girls are prettier. Who guessed that the Lakers would hit the first three? Incorrect. Because they changed Jamal Murray's first made shot from a 2 to a 3. You know, Eduardo,
only made shot.
you got screwed on that one.
Poor guy.
Only
He was
made
like,
shot.
I won. And then he was like, oh, no, never mind.
But you still win a $50 BB Go gift card. Want to play? Listen to Mason and Ireland for your chance to win. Good luck from our friends at BB Go. Bring something different to the table. BB, go for it.
Yeah.
All right, time to play a little NBA Insider Outsider.
Can I take control of the reins here for 1 second on NBA Insider Outsider? Yeah, go ahead. Play
You're
the
the
music.
insider.
Did you guys see the Shams report
Hold on,
earlier
I got
this
a billboard.
morning?
I got a
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
NBA Insider Outsider made possible right now. The home of the morning wood and the hardwood. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, shit.
Buy that turf and you can get down on it.
Get down on that turf.
So, Shams reported this morning that the Board of Governors of the NBA will be voting on adding Las Vegas and Seattle into the mix, 32 NBA teams. The official vote will take place. And he also added that it's either going to be Minnesota or Memphis going to the Eastern Conference. That'll be fascinating to see how they do this. I know what I would do if I were the commissioner and the Board of Governors on who would move to the... I mean, certainly I would vote it to add the two teams. But I know who I would vote to move to the East. It's not even close in my
Memphis,
opinion.
right?
Yeah, for me it's Memphis.
Way.
Now, why not?
Minnesota to make it more
Minnesota, because two reasons. You have way more teams closer to Minnesota.
Okay.
So, like, you have Milwaukee, you have Detroit, you have Chicago, you have Indiana, Cleveland, all within an hour flight of those teams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Minnesota gets screwed on travel more than anyone else because at least Memphis has the Texas teams close by that they can go to. New Orleans, like, there's certain teams regionally that they can still go to, and OKC is right there too. Minnesota is kind of like they are the furthest team in the West that has to travel the most within their conference. So to me, it's that. And here's the other thing. Anthony Edwards. You give Anthony Edwards a shot in the Eastern Conference to make – I mean, he's already been to 2 Western Conference finals. He's the guy he's the American player that is going to eventually have the highest profile, right? You want him in the East to give yourself a chance to have him versus Wemby down the road at some point.
All right, hold on. Bertie, why would you have said Memphis? Because I said Memphis also.
No,
why would you have said Memphis?
Geographically, you're correct.
It's like,
well, wait.
It's on the East Coast, basically.
But wait, I'm just looking this up on a map because honestly,
I have it here.
Because I honestly, I'm going to tell you guys right now.
It is more east than Minnesota.
I know, but like I would have thought that Memphis was over by like North Carolina, Virginia.
No.
But it's on the western side of Tennessee
Correct.
and on the northern
So it's
side of
closer to
Mississippi.
Oklahoma. Yes.
So it's bizarre because again, my first thought is like, for example, the Atlanta Falcons. Way back when they were in like the NFC West,
yeah.
Right? So when they realigned the NFL, it's like Atlanta belongs in an eastern southern sort of division, not the western division. So when I look now, I really don't know how much further west Minneapolis is to Memphis.
It is a little more
but it's not
west.
much.
It's not a ton.
No, it's very little.
Yeah.
Very little.
But I would say that that and by the way, the Atlanta Braves were once in the NL West. I mean, as recently, I believe it was like 1995 or something like that. But yes, Minnesota, to get to one of their Western Conference teams, because they're so north, right? And you're a decent amount east. You know, it's a 4-hour flight from LA. It's not like it's close to get to Minnesota. They have to travel. I've seen this in a story. They have to travel the most of all the West teams to get to their Western opponents. So, yeah. But Anthony Edwards, wouldn't you want Anthony Edwards and Wemby at some point potentially, at least on a potential collision course if you're the NBA?
I was never thinking about individual players. I was thinking about the long term, and I was also thinking about geography. And when I looked at it, I'm like, wait, Memphis and Minneapolis are not it's not a huge difference. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but so many teams close by for Minnesota if they went to the East.
Do you know that Minneapolis is 150 miles west of Memphis?
Yeah.
So that's it. The difference is 150 miles.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I don't know geography. Thank you.
We could talk about – I want to talk about Seattle and Vegas, though. We could do that in the YouTube app.
We'll unpack it. The Rich Eisen Show begins terrestrially, top of the hour, on 7:10 a.m. and on the app. If you're listening to us on the app, stay right there. We'll continue for the YouTube hour and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. It's a Monday, Jack. Be thankful that you get to start your day with the Sedano Kap Morning Show.
John Ireland here. Are you sore? If you are active, you work out, play golf, tennis, soccer, football, basketball. Are you a runner? Do you bike or exercise regularly? If you do, you need this recovery product. Go to this website, iSpotActive.com. iSpotActive.com. They make compression wear with pockets. It's wearable. Ice cryotherapy. The long sleeve shirt has 8 flexible gel packs that fit in pockets, upper back, lower back, elbows. It's form-fitting, moisture wicking, doesn't stick to your body. There's no polyester to make you sweat. If you love to do what you do what you love with iSpot Active. Go to that website, iSpotActive.com. Everybody I know that has bought one of these things truly loves it. No more strapping on ice bags or trips to the cryo place where you got to drop $50 every time you do it. Ice and go. It's wearable. Ice cryotherapy. Get yours today. You won't be sorry at iSpotActive.com.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You know I'm serious about the game day menu, right? If we've got the game on, I'm not messing around in the kitchen. You know what I'm doing? I'm going straight to Pizza Hut. Right now, they've got 2 insane deals. A large 1-topping pizza or a medium 3-topping pizza for just $9.99 each when you carry out. Order online at pizzahut.com, or if you don't have it by now, grab your phone and download the Pizza Hut app and bring home a guaranteed win tonight.
Available at participating locations. Extra charge for stuffed crust and original pan, extra cheese, and extra toppings.
I look good behind the wheel of a caddy. Some say it's a gift. I say it's my legacy. Buckle up for the top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Cadillac Escalade IQL the 29th. Earn entries now playing your favorite games, and you could drive home in a new Cadillac.
Number 2.
We're your spring break headquarters. Book your spring break good times getaway today.
And the number 1 reason.
The Band Perry, live March 28th. Get tickets now.
Morongo, good times.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. This March, during Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, our friends at Providence remind you that colorectal cancer often starts with no symptoms, but screening can save lives. If you're 45 or older, it's time to get screened. Providence brings together the best minds in cancer care, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate support. Take control of your health. Learn more at providence.org/SCA colonoscopy. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
George, you can yell at me today.
I'm not yelling.
No, but I'm just saying, as the show goes on, you can yell at me today. You can sigh at me today. You can roll your eyes at me today. You can do any of the things. You can call me a jerk face.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Name me the star player in any sport that doesn't get accommodated to.
Let me have some time to talk to Claude about that. Hold on a second.
Because I would venture to say that
in a few minutes here.
You don't think the Lakers accommodated Kobe? You don't think the Lakers accommodated Shaq at one point? You don't think the Lakers accommodated Magic Johnson? You don't think that the Yankees accommodated Derek Jeter? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, what are we talking about here?
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
But if I'm Austin, I would seriously consider trying to miss this.
He is.
He tried to miss it, and he's got it. Reaves to the rim. We're tied. We're tied with 1.9 to go. A spectacular heads-up play.
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to Bit boy.
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, Mongrels, stay tuned.
Luka falling away. Got it. Less than a second left. Jokic, no good. Game over. What a shot by Luka.
9:02 and 20 seconds. Good morning. Welcome into the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday. I'll make you a Ultra Reaction Monday. On this, the 16th of March, 2026. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. The Lakers had a beautiful weekend Saturday night. Even though people like Cappy don't believe, we believe. Sedano schooled him for the last 2 hours. And it's time to do it again in the YouTube hour. We may go commercial free the whole way through. We might not break down. We may just keep working you on the corner, on the rope, Cappy. We're going to make you spit blood. And if we hit you in the kidneys, you'll pee blood, too.
Whoa. That's a lot of blood.
Damn, violent.
You're going to need a blood transfusion after this.
By the way, Mason and Ireland are hitting the road.
They are?
I wish, but catch Mason and Momo live from Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tahoe this Friday, March 20th, from noon to 3. Watch college basketball tournament games all day. And if you're one of the first 100 Unity members at the remote and say alley-oop, what? You'll score $100 in free down.
That's it. Over. Done.
Say alley-oop.
Forget it.
I mean, who writes this stuff?
I don't know.
Literal morons write it. I could get the guy asking for $1 that I give every day when I walk in the building. He could write better copy.
Which guy? The guy downstairs that has that old country music playing all the time?
Why are you glaring at me? You try reading that copy.
Give it to me. I'll try to read it.
All right.
Put my glasses on.
4 times this morning. Actually, it wasn't too bad.
That old guy downstairs who's always listening to like Merle Haggard.
Oh,
is that
yeah.
the guy?
Yeah.
He listens to polka.
So which
Right.
one is it?
That brother has no idea who any of us are anytime we walk in.
He knows who I am.
doesn't.
He always strikes up conversation with me every day.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Not me. He's like, let me see your ID, pal.
Really?
Every time.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Oh, no,
Every
you gotta,
single time.
Yeah, you got to show him. If not, he'll ask for it. Yeah, I mean,
Every
maybe
time.
just, Lindsay,
It is his
taking
job.
a liking to you.
He sees me and he goes, "Oh, there you are. I was worried about you."
Oh, he sounds like he got a little crush on you.
I do have that effect on
All
people.
right, ready?
3, 2.
Mason and Ireland are hitting the road. Catch Mason and Momo live from Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tahoe this Friday, March 20th, from noon to 3. Watch college basketball tournament games all day long. And if you're one of the first 100 Unity members at the remote and say alley-oop, you'll score $100 in free play and a chance at signed sports memorabilia. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tejon. This is how SoCal plays. Wasn't that bad.
It's not great.
I mean,
was it the reader or the writer?
No, what I would say is after the noon to 3, you could have it could have been easier to say like, hey, watch the college basketball games all day. Instead, the word tournament was unnecessary. Or you could have said instead of college basketball, watch the tournament games all day. You didn't need college basketball tournament.
It's bulky.
It's either college basketball or tournament. Tournament, either one is understood as to what it is. So it's just, there's extra words, but it wasn't that crazy.
I might have lost it.
Yeah.
I lost it.
Was it the alley-oop part?
It was tough to read only because you crumpled it, so it's a little tougher to read.
Was it the alley-oop? You don't like that it's the alley-oop portion
Who's
of it?
going in and going, hey, we've done this 100 times already, where we say this in meeting after meeting, telling our audience to show up and go in and say alley-oop. What are we doing?
It's like a password. Just show up.
Oh, my God.
Just show up and say, I'm here for Mason in Ireland.
It hurts my head.
Yeah. No, that part I'm with you. Like the strategical part of it. You don't need to go and be like.
That's what set me off.
So you need to go in and go, the password.
It wasn't really the copy.
Yeah.
That didn't set me off. It was like, really?
But is it the phraseology of alley-oop?
No,
is it like
we've done this a million times, and we always say, let's not do this.
It's not a speakeasy. You don't have to walk in and go like, the password is alley-oop. And then, the curtain opens, and then you get to go in.
Can I get the free play for the one-armed bandit?
Right. Just say, hey, I'm here for Mason in Ireland.
What's the one-armed bandit?
That's what they call slot machines back in the day. So the gin joint.
Is that what they actually call them? One-armed bandits?
You've never heard that before?
I've never heard that before.
Really?
And Grandpa used to say that.
You know what? That should be the code. Hey, go see Mason in Ireland and say one-armed bandit, and you get the $100 of free play.
Yeah.
No more alley-oop.
So, anyway.
A guy that used to be in Batesh's crew that we would hang out with, he had one arm. And he was stored in my phone. He still is one-armed Nick.
Oh, that's funny. I have a guy on my phone, one-armed Willie.
Yeah, and I used to call him the one-armed bandit.
That's funny.
Yeah, I got one-armed Willie, and I got one-legged Sarah. So I have a couple of people on my phone that are missing limbs.
Now, were they born that way? Because one-armed Nick was born that way.
No, one-armed Willie got into a really bad accident. I think he was in, the window cleaning industry, and he was up on one of those big things, and then it fell, and he, got his arm, caught in the thing, and then it broke off
I hope he's rich now.
I don't know about that. I don't know, but he's
sued
one-armed
them.
Willie. He's a legend. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got another buddy of mine that just lost a hand, but now this George is from the halfway point of what bone is here in the arm? Is it the tibia or the fibia?
No, that's
or the
your
fibula?
leg. Those are your legs.
Okay, well, whatever it is, right in the middle of his arm.
Radius and ulna?
Okay, well, he broke. So let me tell you a quick story.
Yeah.
So my man here was living in Tijuana, right?
Yeah.
And about the cat?
Yeah, I've told you guys, right?
Yep.
So he threw a fish bones from his apartment down to the street. Okay, and he's on the 10th floor or whatever. He throws the fish bones down to the street. Well, the fish bones get caught on an electrical wire. So my man takes a golf club and goes to try and knock the fish bones off the wire, the electrical wire, and then once it makes contact, right, and lost half his arm. Now he got a hook.
I have so many questions about that
the
story.
fish bones would not have just fallen eventually? Gravity?
I guess, I don't know. So I don't call him one-armed Robert in my phone because he still has 3/4 of his arm, but I have him as Robert the Hook in my phone because he got the hook hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it happens. You gotta put things in your phone that make you remember people,
Yeah.
Hey, just say alley-oop next time you're trying to go for fish bones, and maybe you'll get something.
Right, alley-oop.
Yeah, you don't need to have the password. It's okay.
Really?
But Cappy, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's talk about the NCAA tournament real quick because you wanted to talk about. We'll get back to the NBA stuff and the expansion stuff in a second. But you wanted to talk about Cal Baptist this weekend.
Well, here's the thing. So
Did you watch the game?
The Cal Baptist
Did
game?
you see the highlights at least?
No.
Oh my God! Do you know how they advanced?
No, tell me.
So they were up 2, and speaking of alley-oop, the team they were playing, I believe Utah Valley, had a chance at an alley-oop, like a dunk, to tie the game. And the guy missed the dunk.
Oh, man.
And time expired, on that play. And Cal Baptist advanced because of that. I saw the highlight yesterday.
So
I thought that's why you wanted to talk about Cal Baptist.
No. The reason I wanted to talk about
the insanity of the way the game ended.
No. The reason I wanted to talk about Cal Baptist. No, here's the reason. So I went ahead and I started using AI to work with me on all of my picks.
Oh, jeez.
But here's why, though. Because
so in other words, if you win, we should just credit Claude?
Correct. If me and Claude might win the $1 million on the ESPN, whatever it is, right? So I was trying to break down like the smaller schools and the schools that come, maybe schools that are in the NCAA tournament for the first time. Like there's a school called Queens. They're the Queens Royals.
Yeah.
They're the 15 seed in the West.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't even know where they're from. Like I thought they would be from Queens, New York. I think they're actually
Charlotte
from
area, right?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, the Queen City.
My sister-in-law, she went to school there.
Yeah, and they're only the fifth school since 1972 to qualify in their first year of Division I eligibility. Yeah. So, I find all these schools to be interesting. Idaho, Furman, Siena, Hofstra, Akron,
Siena's
etc.
playing Duke, right?
Right. So I look at all these schools, and then I said to Claude, okay, now do me a favor. I want you to break down for me all the schools from California. So UCLA we talk about plenty around here. St. Mary's had a nice year. And I'm looking for the California teams, and the smallest school from California is Cal Baptist.
Right.
The Cal Baptist Lancers.
Did who won in the Northridge Irvine game? Do we know?
Ask Claude.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Claude here in a second. Yeah. Anyway, Cal Baptist is coached by somebody, I hope this is his name, Rick Croy. And they are in the IE.
Croy!
So they're 60 only I got that, and I loved it.
Yeah,
Irvine won 93-78.
Okay, thank you.
The Irvinians.
So Cal Baptist is in Riverside. They are 60 miles east of L.A. They were 25-8 this year in the WAC, the Wiggity WAC conference.
Yeah, right.
First ever tournament appearance. And my understanding is they're going to play against Kansas in San Diego in round 1. Now, I got to make sure all this is correct. Well, I think I may go.
You should go watch Darren Peterson. Scout Darren Peterson for us.
I may go because I may have to BTFD. There's a lot of Arizona love in my family.
We'll send you to a scouting trip.
Right. So I may go on Friday
Just use
night.
the code Alley-oop to get into the building.
That'll get me right in for no problem. So I thought it'd be kind of fun. Cal Baptist is not UCLA. They're not St. Mary's. They're not one of the big branded schools. They're not Santa Clara. Not that Santa Clara and St. Mary's from the West Coast
those
Conference.
guys are.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought Cal Baptist, let's have on their coach.
Mid-majors, those teams.
Right.
You know Cal Baptist women is playing UCLA's women in the first round?
I did not know that.
Oh, that I did not know.
Yeah. I did not know that.
That is wild. So I just think anytime you have like a real small school that is highly likely to get knocked out in the first round, give these brothers some love. And so I said, let's get on the head coach from the Cal Baptist Lancers while we still have him in the NCAA tournament, the number 13 seed.
You want a good Radio Rinaldi story, don't you?
Correct. You know it. Because what if Cal Baptist wins the whole thing? What if Cal Baptist works their way through a 13 upsets a 4, and then they wind up making them, they find themselves in the round of 32, they upset the world. Oh, they're the Cinderella story. We're on top of this thing.
Let me tell you something. If Cal Baptist upsets Kansas,
that'd be great.
I think there's going to be a lot of takes the next day.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
So Cal Baptist, come on, Cal Baptist.
Yeah.
Let's get the coach on the show this week.
So UCLA is playing UCF.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a winnable game.
It should be.
But then it's tough. Then you got to play UConn.
Yeah, then it's UConn, and if you get past UConn,
then
probably
Michigan State.
Probably Michigan State.
Yeah,
and if it's Michigan
that's
State,
a tough road.
It's probably Duke. Yeah, it's a very, very
that's a tough road.
It's also in the East, and UCLA has been terrible on the road. They were great at home. They could not win on the road at all.
Yeah, I mean, UCF is a winnable game. Like they should win that one. Although, anything can happen in a one-game sample. But I mean, that's a winnable game.
From what I see,
what's the deal with Donovan Dent?
Donovan Dent is fine. He's gonna be able to play in the first round. They're playing on Friday. If Donovan Dent and Tyler Bilodeau both got hurt in back-to-back games, so they just
and
just
they're
held
playing
them
the
out.
afternoon game, so it'll be perfect.
Yeah, it's like a 4 o'clock game, something like that. Yeah, I'm excited for that. But they've been playing much, much better. Donovan Dent has been really good. UCF looks like they've lost 4 of their last 5 games.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get past that.
By the way, that's another thing. You guys are beating up on me this morning because I had the audacity to question whether or not LeBron James could become a team guy before a me guy. And we saw him dive on the ball this past Saturday night. It was one of the critical plays of the game. But here's another L that I should be taking that nobody's even beating up on me over, and I'll beat up myself on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mick Cronin, great job, man. The day that Mick Cronin kicked that kid off the floor at Michigan State when that kid was an easy target. The next day, I was like, fire his ass. The days of Bobby Knight in college basketball are long past us, and I'd fire him for cause because he brought shame. He brought shame to the University of California, Los Angeles. But hey, Mick, I got to give you a lot of credit. You know what? Maybe it was in spite of you, or maybe you're just a great coach. You got that team together. You wound up eventually beating a school like Michigan State when it looked like everything was going to go, just crumbling down the toilet. Mick Cronin and UCLA pulled themselves up. So great job, Mick Cronin.
I think they beat like 4 top 10 teams this season. So they've been playing really, really good ball
ever since that episode. Seriously.
Yep.
Some guys need to go see the wizard.
Yep. I guess that's the deal. By the way, I tried to print out the brackets, right? And the thing about me is this: I need to know.
You can't just do it on your
No.
Literally every website when you try to, it just says print bracket.
I know.
Here we go again.
But I got to print out the brackets. And here's the thing about the brackets. It's so confusing now because this is the East region, but they're playing in San Diego. This is the West region, but they're playing in, name your East Coast.
Why is that confusing?
No, it's always been confusing. It's always been confusing.
You just pick one team or the other. Like, it doesn't matter where.
No. But Lindsay, I want to know. Here's the thing. I want to know on my brackets. I want to know which region are they in. Even if I want to know what network they're playing on. I want to know what time they're playing.
Yeah, but if you go to the ESPN.com, it tells you all that stuff. It even tells you the line.
Different function than the actual bracket.
Right. Like, I go to ESPN.com right now. If you go on the NCAA men's page and you click the NCAA bracket, not the men's tournament challenge, the thing that says NCAA bracket, it literally will tell you, for example, Duke Siena, it says March 19th, 11:50 a.m., and that's already curated for Pacific time. It says CBS, Duke minus 29.5.
Okay, so I'm doing exactly what you're telling me to do right now.
Yeah.
So I see March
Then see
19th.
the big headline that says print bracket? If you hit that, it becomes a printable bracket.
Right. So I tried to print a different bracket today. So I see Duke Siena, and Duke is minus 29.5, and then it says, okay, March 19th, 11:50 a.m., CBS. So this is the sort of level of information that a person like myself desperately
Right,
needs.
but when you hit print bracket, it doesn't have all that information because they need to make it to where it fits on one piece of paper.
Okay, so for me, I tried to print a bracket this morning that has all of that. Now, let me just say this. Yes, I've gone to VisionWorks, and yes, these glasses are amazing. But no, it would take a telescope that could see Mars to see what I printed right here. It somehow got printed into the corner of the page, and no magnifying glass could give me enough to see what is going on this piece of paper. So I haven't been able to, get it all together yet. I'm just starting to get into my research here as we get ready to start the NCAA basketball tournament. Although, I don't know, the next couple of days, tonight you got World Baseball Classic. The next day you got World Baseball Classic. Am I watching WBC or am I watching play-in games? I think I'm more of a WBC guy. That's what I think.
I want to watch Miami of Ohio play against SMU.
I think Miami of Ohio
and
is going to shock
State,
the world.
Texas. Those should be good games.
Plus,
I think
Cappy,
Miami of Ohio is going to win.
Tonight you got Lakers.
Right. Now, what time is that Laker game tonight? Because it's played in Houston. Is it 6 o'clock? Okay, good. Thank you. But I think Miami of Ohio is going to beat SMU, and I think Miami of Ohio has a chance to even win once they get in.
Now, are we doing the thing we talked about for Wednesday? Or not anymore because I'm going to be here on Thursday?
I think we should.
What's the thing?
What's the thing?
The thing we were going to do?
The thing? The thing. I don't know the thing.
In the Houston game, I'm going to be here now Thursday. I'm just going to be doing it from home. I'm no longer going to be traveling.
I'm so confused.
The thing we were going to do with Beto.
Alley-oop. Oh, the takeover?
Yeah. Are we still going to do that?
Well, you're not going to...
I'm doing countdown on Wednesday. I could just walk over.
Yeah, we could do it.
What's the thing?
So you don't need to... But that was going to... because you were
Thursday off anymore.
Right.
So you don't want to do it? I don't care. I'm already here.
It made sense when you were going to be off, but now you're not off.
Right. I mean, we don't have to.
How come I can't know what the thing is?
It was the thing where you guys were going to do post-game, and we were going to record it and play some of it in the morning because we weren't going to have Sedano.
I forgot about that.
But now we're going to have Sedano in the morning.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Then let's not do the thing.
You'll miss me now is the 25th.
Which day? Why?
That's a Thursday.
That's next week.
Correct.
By the way, Beto did a huge solid for us and got us Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
at 9.
Oh, tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Tomorrow's
awesome.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
Because Fluffy, I think Fluffy's
He's
playing
going to be in
like
studio? Or
He's going to be on the phone because
Okay.
he's promoting a show coming up this Saturday,
Right.
and
Oh,
then over the summer we're going to try and get him in studio.
Is the game or is the
Let
is
him know the
show at
password to
SoFi?
come on the show is alley-oop.
Alley-oop, yeah. If he doesn't say alley-oop, we hang up on him. Sorry, Fluff.
Sorry, Fluff.
That's great. Yeah, I've never met Fluffy, but I know Beto and him seem to be pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
So I can't find a bracket for you that has the time.
No,
on it.
so I just printed out the bracket that George suggested.
But it doesn't have the time.
I know, and that bothers me.
So you're going to have to write that in on your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I have to handwrite it, and then I won't be able to read my own handwriting.
Cappy,
Yo.
okay, so the Lakers play against the Rockets, but then tomorrow there's a play-in game, a good one, NC State and Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Miami of Ohio play on Wednesday. So that will be 6:25. Yeah, that 6:15. Yeah, that'll be opposite Lakers Rockets. So you'll have to have like two things going at the same time at that
Yeah.
point.
Thank God for YouTube TV, man, with the 4-box.
Yeah.
You know, in the multi-view. I'll
Yeah.
be there. I will be watching that.
Oh, this is when all the dudes with the cool home setups and all their screens get to, post their
Flex.
pictures. Yeah.
But it
Check
used
out
to
my
be
setup.
back in the day. It used to be so great that Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Like 47 games at once.
Yeah,
it was the
getting up
best.
super You still early.
have it.
Nah, not like it used to be. They spread it out too much. It's not as fun as it used to be.
No, it's still
like at 9 a.m. You used to have like 8 games at once. It was great.
Yeah.
And remember, we would do special shows.
No, I
Hey,
feel like
everybody!
it's still just
it's
4.
Tournament Central. No, you had more than 4. At the
No,
beginning. Yeah,
not on the no. You always had 4.
It was
I
all
feel like I always remember there being like a remote at like a Buffalo Wild Wings or
Yeah.
something, like a sports bar, like super early in the morning.
Yeah.
Where they're like, watch the game action of all the college tournament basketball games or
We'd
whatever.
have Tournament Central
Yeah.
with like Bob Berger and Craig Sheeman. Hey,
Passwords
Craig Sheeman.
alley-oop.
Way to go. Hey, but this is also one of those weekends where you either A, meet all your buddies in Vegas because you can bet every game Thursday through Sunday, or this is the weekend where you get a vasectomy, so you just sit around with a bag of peas on your you-know-what, and you just relax, and then you say, hey, there's nothing I can do. That's why I had the surgery this weekend, so I could watch all the games.
Stephanie's going to Vegas it's her tradition with her friends.
Nice.
I used
They
to
go
do
for the
that.
tournament.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's packed. Like Vegas is always packed.
But now
for
it's so
tournament.
expensive to get like a table anywhere in a sports book. To spend
Oh,
like
yeah.
$2,000 to reserve it.
Although recently I feel like they're trying to get people to like come to Vegas once
Vegas,
again.
Vegas is hurting a little bit.
Yeah, because like the young people, the Gen Z people, they don't like Vegas.
They
'cause
don't.
They don't like to drink. They don't like to gamble.
Yeah.
Or they do on their phones.
They got to get all these old people to get over there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to go. I'm one of those old people, I think.
Yeah. So anyway, we got that. Who do you like to win it, Cappy? Have you figured that out? Has Claude told you who should win it?
Claude has not told me exactly who
Because
I'm
I
going to
know
pick.
who I like.
Who do you like? Let me hear.
I mean, it may not end up happening, but I think Arizona's the best team.
I like Arizona. Okay.
So, I mean, the best team doesn't always win.
Correct.
But they are the best team to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you want to Radio Ronaldo this. They haven't been to the Final Four in 25 years. Like, Arizona has not been to the Final Four in 25 years, which sounds insane, but it is the case.
And
It'll be
they've got
great
a kid-
when Bryce James gets there.
Well, he's not playing.
I know.
But,
Well, he still acts like he will.
but they've got some guys, man. Barry's good. They've got Koa Pete. Like, all these, they got like 3 lottery picks on that team.
Well, there's a kid on the team from, I want to say his name is, you mentioned Burries. Is that the kid's name you just mentioned?
Burries, not Barry. Sorry.
He's 6'4", 205. He's a freshman from San Bernardino.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say he's a local kid in as much as he is an IE, One Love IE kind of kid.
Yeah.
And I think it probably came down to Arizona or Cal Baptist. And he made the right choice. I think he went to Arizona. Although both teams in the tournament.
They got that Bradley kid is good. Like, they're a good team. They're stacked, man.
Yeah, I like Arizona a lot. I'll tell you, though, George, I do like that conference a lot, the Big 12. I like Houston. I like Iowa State. There's a lot of reasons to like schools that come from that conference. I watched a lot of it this season. And so, I'm kind of in on the Big 12 conference.
You were watching the best conference in basketball, the Big 12?
Well, I only was
Did
watching
you only
it.
watch it because our buddy Boog Shambi was calling most of those games?
No, it was much more selfish than that. It was because Rachel's son goes to Arizona, where he bears the F down now. And so she got into watching Arizona basketball. So now I was like, oh, this is great. You want to watch Arizona basketball? Great. Let's go to a sports bar. We can watch the games. And now
you're
she's
good
into
if they make it all the way to the end.
Oh, it'd be really good.
Yeah, I mean, they're the best team. I don't know if they'll win, but I probably will pick them to win because I just think that the tournament will become more chalky because of NIL. So I think that, and look, for as much as people say, "Oh, I love the Cinderella," and we do. We love it early, but we don't love it late. Because if you look at the lowest rated Final Fours, the two lowest rated Final Fours were the one San Diego State was in, that UConn won.
But don't forget, it was also Florida Atlantic University,
right,
so
Florida
they were
Atlantic,
a problem as well.
That's true. Florida Atlantic was also in there, so you had two like mid majors, and then the George Mason run many years ago in the early to mid 2000s with Jim Larinaga. That one was also one of the lowest rated Final Fours ever. So people love the Cinderellas, but at the end they want to see Duke versus
you want blue bloods. You want blue bloods.
But it's interesting you say that. I was watching the ACC tournament, and Jim Boeheim, the legendary coach from Syracuse, who's got to be pushing like 90 years old. I mean, he's
no,
much
he looks
older.
that way, but he's not.
How old do you think he is?
Got to
Jim
be
Boeheim?
70s. Yeah,
I'm gonna guess a little older, but we'll look it up. Nonetheless,
81.
Okay, Boeheim is on TV.
81. There you go.
How about that? Boeheim's on TV, and Boeheim says something.
But Boeheim has looked that age for 40 years.
Yeah,
he always looks like he's constipated.
Does he squints a lot?
Yeah. We used to have him on Costas' show like once every few months, and he'd always be like, "Hey, Bobby, how you doing?" He's the only guy I've ever seen called Costas Bobby, and Bob just sits there and goes, "Yeah, hey, coach."
He's Jim. Well, he's Syracuse. Jim
Boeheim.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing? I got to take a dump.
Jim Boeheim said something on television that we all know now, but I haven't heard anybody say it quite as bluntly as Boeheim. And again, I'm not going to say anything. Like, when I tell you what he said, you're not going to be like, whoa, I've never heard that before. You're going to be like, yeah, everybody says that. But I've never heard a coach quite say it like this. He was like, it just comes down to this. You either have money or you don't have money. If you have money, you can recruit players, you can keep coaches, and that's it. But if you don't have money, you can no longer compete. And he used Virginia, because he was talking ACC tournament. He used Virginia as an example. He goes, Virginia a few years ago was really good. Then they didn't have any money. They weren't any good. Then all of a sudden they got an infusion of money. Look where they are. They're good. And that's what this all comes down to now is, do you have money or do you not have money? If you do, you got a chance. If you don't, you'll never compete.
Correct.
Speaking of that Virginia game, that game is on Friday at 10:50. Emily Hebel is a huge Virginia fan. The last time
school there.
Yes, the last time she watched a tournament game at somewhere, they lost. And she had
that was the
full-on,
UMBC
yeah,
game?
yeah. That had a full-on meltdown. So that game is going to end during Mason and Ireland. So we may get a repeat of that. Just saying.
Hopefully not the case for her. I mean,
not for her, but for our socials.
They went for they were the first. They were the team that lost to a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who else I'm looking out for in this tournament is St. John's. Rick Pitino.
Oh, yeah.
You think about the life of Rick Pitino and the highs and the lows and the college teams that he's coached and the NBA teams that he's coached and the personal situations that he's found himself in. I remember years ago, George, because Pitino was another one of these college basketball guys in all of his Kentucky and Louisville roots. We had owned a couple of horses with Rick Pitino.
Right.
And Rick would be in Del Mar during the summer. And one summer he got into my ear about the University of San Diego. And he said, I'd love to take over that little program and live here. And I think I could do something with that little program. And I remember calling the athletic director going, hey, I got Rick Pitino who wants to coach your team. How about we do something here?
Make a beautiful thing.
Right. You know what he told me? He goes, nah, he's too toxic, man. He's just too toxic. Too toxic? Well, St. John's didn't think he was too toxic, and now look where they are. I mean, Rick Pitino is truly one of the great college basketball coaches in this country.
Yeah. There was a lot of scandal, obviously. But to your point, now it's funny. So I ran into an agent in New York a couple weeks ago. This guy was
not Rich Paul.
No.
Okay.
This guy was a former NBA player who's now an agent. Okay. And I ran into him and I was like, hey, man, what's up? We were talking for a little bit. He was having dinner in the hotel restaurant where I was staying. And we were chatting for a bit. And I said to him, who do you got? And he's like, because there was St. John's versus Villanova was playing at the Garden that night. And he's like, I got a couple kids on each team, whatever. And I said, how is NIL, working for you? He's like, it's great. And I'm like, I bet. Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And Pitino, he's great. He's like, you don't even mess around. It's just like, hey, this is what it costs. He's like, all right, cool. Let's do it. The transaction is super easy. He's like, I love working with Pitino. It's great. But to your point, it's the money, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've got a budget. This is what it costs. St. John's is a big brand of college basketball. It's in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rick Pitino there, and you're good. Like you just make the transaction now.
George, when you look at upsets or you're looking for upsets, you obviously people start at a 5-12 matchup. So, like I was looking at Vanderbilt against McNeese. I don't know when they dropped
Vanderbilt's
the state.
really good, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I mean, maybe. I mean, look, here's the thing: 5-12 historically has been that, but if you look at more recent history, 5-12 doesn't bear as much fruit as 4-13.
Yeah,
well, that's what I was going to get to.
It's not like the old days.
Right. So 4-13
brackets were busted.
Right, so 4-13, Nebraska and Troy. Troy has had some significant wins this year.
Troy's good.
But I'm looking at this
Nebraska's been really good.
How about this? You ready?
Yeah.
Number 4 Alabama against number 13 Hofstra, and news is just breaking right now that Alabama's star, a kid by the name of Aiden Holloway, was arrested on felony drug charges this morning. This is all happening this morning. ESPN is reporting it right now.
Yeah.
So, when you have a 4-13 and you're looking for some kind of an upset, Alabama's a 13.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
But now either they'll have this kid who will have a lot of other things on his mind, or they won't have this kid and he's one of their best players.
Yeah, one of their best players, yes. Yeah.
So I'm looking at Hofstra.
Yeah, I don't know if I still think. I mean, Alabama's best player is LeBaron Filan Jr., and he's really good. Like, he's a lottery pick. But I would say this: Alabama plays at an incredible breakneck pace. Like, they legitimately score in the 90s pretty regularly. And I just feel like poor Hofstra is not going to be able to keep up for very long in that one.
Here's a Cinderella opportunity for you.
Oh.
How about this 5-12 matchup? How about High Point over Wisconsin? Now, I've never heard of High Point before.
I don't know anything about High Point. I do know
Really?
Wisconsin played in the Big Ten championship, and historically they have, I think always the funny story about like Wisconsin's like, hey, yeah, they're going to play in the 40s. You know what I mean? Like, so if they play true to form, a team like that could, I guess, technically hang, but I don't know.
Let me see if my if High Point made it into my notes here.
Thursday, we should just do like a Tournament Central warm-up show. Just freak everybody out, and we're just talking tournament all morning.
We need to have Cappy do a bracket live on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, I will do it. I've been watching a lot of these so-called experts and their brackets. So I'm gonna.
I think VCU is a team I would look at in an
Get
upset
Timmy B on the
situation.
line. Hey, Tim Brando, give us a breakdown.
I know it's 6-11. We should have Sean Farnham on. He was really good with us on TV the other day.
Hey, Farney, what's going on, brother?
Farney knows you're gonna.
And then Patchen Marcellus and let them just go at it.
You want me to hit up Billis?
Yeah, have Jay Billis.
I mean, Jay Billis.
Seth Davis.
Amazing.
Get the whole crew, the whole Mishbuka.
Yeah.
But Jay's always just said to me, just text me like the day of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let you know if I can do it.
You guys want Clark Kellogg on the show? You guys want to have Clark on? You guys want to have Clark on?
Jay Billis, by the way, remember the old bit with Keyshawn when he was here? Like, because, Jay Billis, the star of Rolling Hills High School before he went to Duke. And Key would always say, man, if you would have gone to USC, though, you'd be a legend. And Jay be like, I think I turned out okay.
Yeah, he turned out okay.
Got to find out where High Point University is.
Meanwhile, while you do that, time for the Lindsay segment. We like to play a TV theme or a wrestling theme.
It's all about pain. Who's gonna make it?
We play a wrestling theme. This is the theme to Triple H because on this day in 2002, WrestleMania, let me try to see, that would have been 28. Was it the Sky Dome in Toronto? Triple H beat Chris Jericho for the undisputed WWF heavyweight title. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget our sponsor for the Lindsay segment, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-622-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Lindsay segment time. We do it each weekday at 9:30. Take it away, Benny Lindsay.
You got the water bottle to like spit out the water and go.
Oh, well, hold on.
Just like he does.
Where do I spit?
Yeah, straight up.
Away from the equipment.
Get him.
Away from the equipment.
Here he goes, Briones.
Go way over there somewhere.
We can't see you.
Away from the board.
Spin it.
Oh! No, you gotta do straight up. Straight up.
He does it up and
Oh, you want me to do it again?
And
Hold
it's
on.
more,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
more,
good.
It's like spray.
It's more
Just make sure
misty.
I'm
It's like
Spray it, bro.
More misty.
Just
More
spit it out.
misty.
Spit it out.
More misty.
Spray it out.
There you go.
was
That's
a little-
better.
no, it's still
That's
terrible.
A
better.
little better, but
Not
not
great.
good.
And then
No,
you
it's
gotta
no
flip
good.
your hair back and go.
I don't have that much hair anymore.
Oh,
That's
no
why
good
we
at
had
all.
to get the rug.
Supposed to do us.
Oh, by the way, I'm working
mist
on
on
rugs for
squirt.
you.
Now, everybody in my personal life, though, like they called me on Friday afternoon. You can't get a rug.
No, I'm working on several different rugs for you. so we can try them on.
If you're going to go to Turkey, get the hair transplant.
I'm not going to Turkey
Yeah,
for no
he is.
rugs.
He's going to Turkey.
Everyone flying to and from Turkey has got like those bandages on their heads because they got
Hey,
transplants.
Linz, point of information just before you get started. High Point University is in High Point, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
And it is a premier life skills university. 20 minutes from both Greensboro and Winston-Salem.
Cool.
How about that?
I got to wipe my face. I got water all over.
Yeah, I mean, plus you got your shirt all wet and everything.
Hey, maybe you're into that.
Like
You gotta
moisture
spray
wet,
it.
you know? It's Sunday
spray
swagger.
it, not spit it.
Cappy, you
There's
know
a
which one I
difference.
like too? I told you VCU, North Carolina.
Right.
Maybe I would look at Akron, Texas Tech.
Oh, I think that's a good one to look at as well.
Only because Jacob Toppin, their
Go
best
Zips.
player, has been hurt for a couple weeks. I mean, he's out for the season. But like,
My school.
yeah. Hey, really? You went to Akron?
Yeah.
You and
Akron
Jason Taylor, the most famous alum.
Yep, I'm a zip.
Yeah.
Well, wait, Antonio Gates went to Kent.
Yeah. No, Jason Taylor is the Akron Zips.
Is Jacob Toppin related to like Obi and?
Yeah.
No.
All right, so there's a bunch of new emojis, guys. Did you know that? You downloaded iOS 26.4, which I bet Cappy's on like 22.
I don't think I.
If you tell me how to.
My thing every night says it's going to do it, and then when I wake up in the morning and it's plugged in, it goes, "Oh, we didn't do it."
Yeah.
Does it want you to okay it?
I okay it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Lindsay, just so you know, you always ask me about what iOS I'm using.
I have 26.3.1.
Oh, you got to get the it's 26.4, so the next one, I think.
But I always have to
Doesn't
ask you,
tell
how
me
do I
it's ready
find
for it.
out?
Well, I mean, usually it tells you, but if maybe it's not ready for your phone, maybe you got to
No.
check for
No,
download,
but
check
don't
for
you,
update.
Don't you also, can't you go into the systems and then you find out what you're currently using?
Yes.
Yes,
I have 26.01.
I got
Oh, you're
26
way behind.
26
Cappy, go into your
Yeah.
settings.
Yeah.
Go into general, and then hit about.
I have 26.3.1 too.
I'm way behind.
26.3.1.
I need this new one.
And then if you
what
go,
are the new emojis?
and then if you look at
So
the
the new
software,
emojis, they've got 8 of them, right? They've got ballet dancers.
All right.
They've got a landslide.
Oh.
They've got a trombone, which like
that'd
sad
be good.
trombone. I like that one.
Oh yeah.
Treasure chest.
All right.
My favorite is it's called Hairy Creature, but it's a Bigfoot. It's like this guy, you know, they're doing the.
Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
And then you got an orca. Shout out to our friends at SeaWorld.
Oh, beautiful.
Shout out.
Fight cloud, which is just like a big cloud with some shenanigans around it, like in the cartoons. And distorted face, which is
Hey, Linz,
just like
what
fish
version
eye.
of the iOS is this? You said 26 what?
26.4.
Okay, I'm at 26.31.
Yeah, me too.
and it doesn't even let me go to 26.
Me
Well,
neither.
it might not be available to download yet. Maybe it's tonight. Maybe it's today. It says it's coming out today.
Feeling
looked
pretty
up
good
Orca. I
about
didn't see it.
where I'm at.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. If you don't have that version of it, it's not out yet.
I want a Hebraic brother emoji.
So I
Yeah,
want to
we
ask you
need
guys:
one.
go on your phones and tell
Go
me
for it.
what your most used emojis are. Like your most 3 used emojis.
How would I know that?
So you go to text someone.
Yeah.
So I've got the four ones on the left are the most used.
Yeah, if you go to go to compose a text and then
Right.
hit the little emoji button, the little smiley face, and then it'll show you like the top left.
The
Top
upper
left
row,
3.
right?
Yeah.
So I've got the heart face with the thing. I got sunglasses face. I use that a lot. I've got. Well, no, I don't know because these seem off like
This
kissy
does
face.
not work for
These
me.
are the
Heart.
most. Yeah, these are the most recent ones that you've
I don't believe
used.
that.
I got the guy where he's like, this saluting. I use that emoji a lot.
Mine is the melty face, the praying hands, and the I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, sure.
use
The
these
shrug
very much
emoji?
at all.
Well, I use
do you
the
have,
I use the
Bergie?
shake the shrug emoji is what she uses. I use the like the hand and face, the shaking my head emoji a lot.
He uses that a lot on me.
Yeah, very much so.
Briones
The,
is,
the
is very
sideway
accurate. I
laugh,
feel
like
I
the
get all of those.
diagonal laughing face.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use that one anymore. My nephew
Why?
told me. I don't
What's
know.
wrong with that one?
He called me an unk when I used that once.
Why?
He said
Who
nobody
called you
uses
an unk?
my nephew. He goes, nobody uses that emoji anymore.
I do.
Bins, you're an unk. Okay, unk. And I was like, okay, whatever. That's for old
Okay.
people.
All right.
I use the pages. I use a page for Pajes. Whenever Pajes does something, I use
Wait,
pages.
let me see. What like a book? Oh.
Yeah, it's like a piece of paper and like a pencil, right?
Oh, I've never even used that one before.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that
just
one
for,
existed.
It's just for Andy Pajes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sedano, what about yours?
What are the most ones I use the most?
Yeah.
Hold on.
What's the one that Rich Paul texts you the most?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are. You,
Is it a
it's
tattoo?
funny you mentioned that without any context.
Oh,
So
we're
I
gonna get
have
to it.
like the one. I mean, laughing, crying emoji. Heart, an actual heart. I've got I got a basketball one. I got the salute.
Yeah, the salute.
I got the shrugging shoulders, the praying hands.
Me too.
You use the backstabbing emoji when you text me about
What
Cappy
is the
a lot.
one of the?
No
what is this
surprise
one?
there,
Like,
right?
What is this
praying
one?
hand, like praying hands?
No, the little.
That's the
hand.
you.
Oh,
No, that's
the
just
you.
like salute.
Yeah, what's up?
No,
Like-
that's like praise. Like,
Oh,
Praise.
that's you.
Oh, yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
that
gotcha.
sound that we play
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
legal
yeah.
ID.
I got the thumbs up. Yeah.
There you go.
Thumbs up emoji. I got peace sign. Yeah.
See, I don't use the thumbs up emoji anymore because I just hit the thumbs up like to
And then
like something.
I got like the tilted laughing crying emoji, which is like extra crying laughing emoji.
Well, that's what she's
Yeah, that's
saying.
the
is
unk one
when
that my nephew told
We're not
me.
allowed to use
he
anymore.
said he
apparently.
called me an unk when I used
And then
it.
I got like the regular smiley face, just like with like little rosy cheeks. You know?
I don't feel like I use that many emojis, and I also don't feel like by going to the little smiley face, it's telling me which emojis I use the most. Maybe the most recent.
It goes with like most recent, like are the most recent 3, and then the rest of the page are like frequently.
I'm trying to
used.
see the last emoji Sedano used with me. Oh,
I've got an American flag because I was talking
probably the
USA in the
laughing
World
one.
Baseball
No.
Classic. USA.
you just
USA.
wrote cross the goal line, and then you had money bag emojis.
No, I did not. Did I?
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
And then he had the smiley face with like money signs for the eyeballs.
Right.
I use the rolling eyes and the middle finger emoji a good amount too.
Oh,
do?
wow. I never
Middle
used the
finger.
middle
I don't use
finger.
middle
I don't use
finger
middle finger at all.
I
Yeah.
never
I
used
use
that
it. It's
one.
mostly like joking middle finger, like if they say something and I just.
I do have
middle
like a
finger emoji.
bomb because sometimes when I'll say to somebody like, "Well, that's bomb," and then I have the little black bomb that's
Okay.
going off.
All right.
You know.
Yeah.
I bet
Use the camera one a lot.
I bet
You sent a picture this weekend.
Zamboni probably has the sirens for his
Yeah.
most
Yeah,
frequent.
I took a picture of Cappy's guy Brody.
I
and
use
put it in the
emo-
group chat.
The emoticon shrug emoji too. You ever seen that?
Bro,
one?
Brody was getting into it at the end, Cappy. I don't know if you saw that. I didn't even watch any of that game. He was
The Clippers and
Kings.
and,
oh man,
and Kings this
well,
weekend.
that
Kings
was where
won
I was
that game,
sitting
right?
next to Rich Paul. That's why you guys
Yeah.
keep referencing him. I was at the scorers table, and he had the first courtside seat right next to me.
Okay.
So,
Also,
I,
you
so I
were
saw the end of the
working.
Lakers game.
You were working the game.
Did he
Yeah.
let you see the script for Max?
There is no script.
Well, did he write the script
We did
for
talk
today?
about the podcast though.
Oh,
At halftime, we talked about it for a little bit.
okay.
What did you guys talk about? Is
He
that
says
for
he's
air?
super. He really enjoys doing it with Max. Like he really likes it. And I said, no, I like. I mean, your perspective is unique, right? Like we haven't heard an acting agent. I mean, we've seen them talk in the media, but not at length like this. You know?
Did he say anything to you Saturday night? Your boy Cap is whack, and Monday you better light him up because LeBron's the man. Did he say anything to you like that on Saturday night?
No.
He didn't say that, huh?
No.
That's
We
too
talked
bad.
about who he's got in the draft.
Oh yeah, who's he got?
Well, he's got the kid from North Carolina, Caleb Wilson.
Oh,
And then
that
there were
guy.
a couple of other kids. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but I'd have to go back and look.
Is
But,
he going to be Bryce's agent?
I mean, I'm assuming so, but I don't think Bryce is not playing in college basketball.
I know.
Yeah.
I just want
That
Arizona.
didn't stop Bronny.
He'll probably be in the draft this year.
Bronny actually played in games though,
Not a lot.
but he played
Bryce,
in games.
Bryce could be. He is eligible, Cap.
Bryce, is
Yeah, well, Bryce
redshirted.
should come out this year.
No, he's not.
He should.
No.
If he comes out, he'll get drafted wherever LeBron is.
Go ahead.
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
By the way, real quick,
I mean, he's right.
go do one more. Before you do one more, are you going to do anything on the Oscars?
I could.
Why?
Let's talk about the Oscars. I watched.
Well, only because
there was actually
There was
good
like a
movies
tie,
in
apparently.
Michael B.
There was?
Jordan.
Yeah.
Did you see the video after he won the Oscar where he
No.
went?
He went in and out.
In and out.
He
He went in and out.
With
Yeah.
his
Brought the Oscar.
It was awesome.
Yeah, people
Good
are
for
standing
him.
there taking pictures, and
It was
you know what?
so awesome.
A double-double does sound pretty damn good.
By the way, I just want to say, like, this is the first year probably ever that I've seen all of the Best Picture nominees.
I haven't seen any of them. It was
Really?
the first time. It was
You
the
never
opposite.
saw Sinners?
Opposite for
Didn't
me.
see
I have not.
Sinners.
I wanted to, but it's
that's a
it's
great
the
movie.
opposite for me. It is the first time my wife watched it, and I was like, she's like, "You're not going to watch?" I'm like, honestly, it's the first time in my life I've never seen even one of the movies in the Best Picture category.
I couldn't watch last night because the World Baseball Classic game was going head-to-head
It was
against the
also
Oscars.
really good. Yeah, I agree.
And by the way, I want to see this movie called, is it Nuremberg?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I've
Okay.
seen it twice now.
Yeah, and
I
what do you
watched it
think?
while I was sick.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's
a heavy
tough.
movie.
It's very heavy.
You know what?
Russell Crowe is amazing in it, but it's a heavy movie.
You know what
Okay,
we
I
should
haven't
watch
seen
as a documentary as a team for like the YouTube hour? Have you seen the doc? I'm not saying you've seen it, but like, have you seen of the documentary? Or have you heard of the documentary Soul Power?
Soul Power.
The one on Prime?
SOLE or SOUL?
It's about the SOUL. It's about the ABA.
Yeah.
The launch of the ABA. It was Casas is in it.
Oh.
I've heard it's fantastic.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I've heard, but rave reviews from everyone.
Hey,
I've
actually,
heard.
but you're onto a good idea here, real quick. You're onto a good idea. We should have where we all watch the same thing and everybody commits to it so that we can have the full, like our own book club, but it's a movie club. And we spend the YouTube hour breaking down
we don't
that
have to do the whole
particular film.
YouTube hour.
It doesn't have to be the whole hour,
Yeah.
but everybody has to be on the same page. Everybody has to commit to it so that the next day we're like, hey, the homework assignment was this. Now we're all going to talk about the next day. But
Do
it
it
can't
once a
be
week.
like, you're right. You got to
once a
find a
week,
right
that's tough.
day where there's no Laker games and there's no World Baseball Classic games.
Dodger games are starting now.
Right.
I'm going to be watching every
I mean,
one
we
of
could
those.
do one segment. They do that. You know who does that, Cappy? Riz does that.
Well, if Riz does it, we should do it.
Did you watch the
Riz does it.
dinosaurs one on Netflix?
Yeah,
by
it
the
was
way,
really
that
good.
was good. That was really good.
Okay,
Morgan
there's
Freeman.
a really funny tweet. I sent it to Jorge, actually. There's a funny outtakes of Morgan Freeman doing the dinosaurs. Like, he narrated it.
Yeah.
And there's just, like, a really funny clip of him doing a bunch of outtakes where he's trying to pronounce the dinosaurs' names, and then he swears, and then he's like, whoa, man, one of the dinosaurs ate a bird real fast. He, like, snatched him up out of the ocean. It was pretty funny.
All right.
I will just
I'll
tell you
send
that
it to
I
you
was
guys.
not
It's very
watching
funny.
the J.J. Redick post-game press conference Saturday night after the Lakers beat the Nuggets because I was watching a very contemporary film called License to Wed. Has anybody ever heard of this rom-com called License to Wed?
I feel like I have.
It's John Krasinski, Mandy Moore, and
Yep,
Robin
seen it.
Williams, the late, great Robin Williams, in one of the most annoying roles of all time, Robin Williams. But at the end of the movie, Rachel starts crying her eyes out. I'm like, Rachel, it's a rom-com. You're not supposed to cry. She's like, but they love each other and they got back together. And I'm like, so what? It's still a rom-com. Don't cry.
Well, that's not true. There's a lot of rom-coms where people cry.
Well, I didn't want her to cry. I can't deal with a crying lady. You know?
So none of you guys have seen one battle after another?
No.
No.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
I've seen that.
So wasn't it so good? That was one of my favorite movies in like 5 years. It was very good. Sean
What is
Penn.
what was the? Oh wait, I've heard about that movie. And what's the other one that you mentioned? The one that won a lot of awards last night.
Sinners, the one
What's
with
that
Michael B.
about?
Jordan.
It's the vampires.
It's a horror movie, right?
Yeah, it's crazy because Michael B. Jordan plays two characters. He plays twin brothers.
Oh, really?
So it's pretty. I mean,
He's awesome, dude.
he
He's a
really
great actor.
is. I'm
But
glad
that
he won.
one battle after another. A lot of people have been telling me about that.
It's
one,
very
too.
good.
Did you see how
I
Leo
enjoyed it.
gave him a huge hug when he won?
Yeah,
How
'cause
about
he's
that
happy for
mustache
him.
Leo was rocking yesterday?
Yeah. Leo's become kind of like the new Jack, I feel like.
He's good. Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
You're right.
I mean, he has dated everybody in Hollywood. I mean, I love when people put out tweets and they go through his entire dating life from 2000 to now.
Yeah.
Guy has been everywhere. Seriously.
Okay.
Him and
right.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah, he's like the Derek Jeter of actors. Right?
Yeah.
Right. But yet you don't hear about Jeter so much anymore. But Leo.
Well,
boy.
Jeter's like married with kids now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why.
He
Leo's
married
gonna-
one of the supermodels, and they had children together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
Leo's gonna be one. Like he's gonna be like who's the one famous actor? Was it Al Pacino who's like 80 and is having kids still?
Yeah, it was Al.
That's gonna be Leo.
Hooah.
Got to give him credit. The thing still works. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness, Cappy.
It's true. I mean, at 80 years old, I mean, who knows?
Didn't Pacino and De Niro, didn't they both do it? They had kids recently, both of them?
I don't know. I don't remember. One of them did, for sure.
Maybe. But
All right, special shout out to the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie, the official personal injury attorney of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Remember, if you're injured in an accident, call Jacob, 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789, or call jacob.com.
Hey, real quick, before we get to all
I got to
this
read a liner, but I threw him out.
stuff to the end of the show, you did throw them out. And then you gave them to me, and then I threw them out. Do you want me to uncrumple it?
No, I'll read one here.
Cappy, so we were talking earlier about the expansion thing for the NBA. So Vegas and Seattle, I would be stunned if they don't come online.
right.
I am super duper excited for Seattle. I feel like those people really loved their team, and
they were insulted that their team went from a big city like Seattle to a much smaller market like Oklahoma City. And to make matters worse, now they're like the best team in the NBA.
I know, which has to be tough. So I'm super excited for them. And it is a great town.
Love it.
It is they've redone that arena. It's fantastic. It'll be fun. Like those people, and we've seen it, whether it's the Seahawks, the Mariners. I mean, we heard it with the Seahawks, clearly. Their fans are pretty wild, right? Like they're fun. Vegas, I'm curious to see if Vegas can sustain this stuff because it's not as big a town. There's not as many locals. The hockey, they love it. It was, because it was the first.
They were first in, right?
Right. the Raiders, it's only 8, maybe 9 games, whatever.
People come from all over the country and the
different.
world. Right.
But now the NBA and Major League Baseball,
Yep.
like that's going to be tough to sustain. I'd be curious. I don't see Vegas as like the 4-sports town. Like I am genuinely curious. Now, it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, Greg, when is the baseball team going there? Because I think they're going to start around the same time, right?
Isn't it 2028?
Yeah, 2028.
Well, the baseball stadium is underway. I mean,
It's gonna take like 3 years.
Right, but they don't start until
Right.
like 28 or 29, I think.
And
But
this is
construction
28,
is
29
happening.
also.
And this is also around the same time. So I'd be genuinely curious to see. And look, basketball still has the star power, right? Like when the Lakers come to town, the place is going to be packed. You know what I'm saying? Like when, the Wemby comes to town, the building is going to be packed. I don't know if baseball has that. And I've heard it's only going to be like 35,000 seats or whatever.
Yeah, smaller stadium, yeah.
At the baseball. And it's obviously going to be a dome because it's in the summertime. But I'd be genuinely curious to see how Vegas does as a sports city with all those professional teams.
Well, I think it's a great question because, look, when you're a city like, let's just say New York, L.A., Chicago, San Francisco, Dallas, I mean, these are big major markets. Houston, these are major markets that
even
can support.
Seattle is a big town. You know what I mean?
Seattle's a big city, but remember, you've got football and you've got baseball, and you're adding basketball.
Well, they have hockey,
and
too.
now you have hockey as
Yeah,
well.
the Kraken.
So you've turned yourself into a 4-sport town. Miami can handle, and I'll call it the region, can handle 4 sports. But when you're a smaller market like Las Vegas is, that's mostly people kind of coming and going, the question is, do you have enough locals to support all 4 teams?
Right.
And
business-wise, they'll be fine. Like the hotels, all
the
that
casinos
stuff
will invest
support.
tons.
Right.
Right.
But to me, it's the actual fans.
It's right, because it comes down to how much money do you have to put into pro sports? And in Vegas, if you're local, you have hockey, you have football, you're getting baseball, you're getting basketball. But hold on, it doesn't stop there, because you've also got every year an F1 race.
Yeah.
You've got multiple boxing matches during the year.
Right.
You've got mixed martial arts fights during the year.
Regularly, yes.
And this is an entertainment dollar that they're competing for, and there's shows everywhere. And believe it or not, locals go to those shows.
Yeah.
So it is a lot to ask the local, population of Las Vegas. But, George, I'd say this. I think it's going to be successful, in particular the NBA. I'm not so sure about baseball, but I think NBA will succeed in Vegas, because people will come from all over the country and even around the world who want to see an NBA basketball game in Las Vegas.
Now, you know what I think you should do?
Tell me.
I think we should get whoever oh man. Isn't LeBron trying to get the Vegas team?
LeBron thinks he's getting the Vegas team.
So we need to get Cappy an arena gig there, like on the weekends.
Doing what?
What's
You
our
want popcorn?
buddy? What's
Like,
our
yo,
no?
cotton
Ray
candy
on the
over
mic?
here.
Ray on the mic, but
Oh, yeah.
only for Saturday nights.
Yeah, Saturday nights in Vegas.
Saturday night Cappy.
Yeah,
You know what I
I'd
mean?
do it.
He could be Cappy on the mic. You know what I mean?
I would go to the school of content that Ray on the mic produces.
Right.
And I would say, hey, Ray on the mic, teach me how to be Cappy on the mic.
I mean, listen, the Chick Hearn back in the day used to do UNLV games. You know what I mean? So like you could do Saturday night Cappy.
Oh, I love that idea. That's
I'm
a
sure
great
that
idea.
JT the Brick knows a guy, Cap.
I heard Bergie shrugging. See, Bergie, I was good today. I didn't mention
You
him.
did not.
I
You did
did
not.
only
She
because-
did this morning, too, and I was like, why are we still talking about this guy?
I only said his name because Greg was so mad this morning when I said his name about our group text, and he goes, "Why are we still talking about
Why
him?"
are we?
I didn't say it.
He took a massive swipe at us this weekend, though. He took a massive swipe at us.
Guess what? Let me say this.
Yeah.
He's irrelevant.
And
I was reminded of that by a lot of people on Saturday morning. Higher ups when they texted it, and they were laughing and said he's irrelevant.
Oh, wow.
Whatever.
So I'm not going to say it. I didn't say
benevolent.
And benevolent.
I thought you meant irrelevant, but benevolent. You know,
he's benevolent.
The reality is this: why are we?
I didn't say it.
Why are you so mean?
Why are you fighting with?
Why you do this?
I'm
to
not
the
fighting.
kid?
Anyway.
Why you do this?
Why
to my
can't we all
friend?
just get along?
Yes,
Yeah,
agreed.
right.
I didn't start it.
But
you did.
let's get back
No,
to
I didn't.
Saturday night.
Just because I
Cappy.
humiliated on the radio because of
Cappy.
his scumbag Raiders.
So I mean, Cappy.
Yo.
You know, if LeBron became the owner, we'd have to figure. If you wanted to do Saturday night Cappy, we'd have to figure that out a little bit.
You guys would have to be friends because he'd be the owner. You'd essentially be employed by him.
Right. Here's what you're going to have to do, George. You're going to have to go to Rich Paul. Okay? You're going to have to go to Rich Paul and go, listen, we got to get my boy Cappy in as the Saturday night voice of the arena.
That guy that always talks all that crap about me and about LeBron?
You know that guy? That guy who always talks about how LeBron writes the script for you and Max in the podcast? That guy?
You better make up with him, Cap.
Well, we need LeBron to write the script for him of all the things he needs to say during the arena in that night. So I'm in.
You guys need
if
to
LeBron wants me, I'm in.
Bring it in with him during the playoffs.
I would love to do that.
If we still did a Cappy Lappy, I would introduce you to Rich next
Oh,
time.
he's trying to get it back. He'll walk around.
I am trying. I'm working
The
on
Lakers shut you down.
The Lakers just shut me down, boy. They did.
I tried to warn everybody that we should balance it, balance it a little bit.
No, but
go
everybody
to the
hit
300.
the gas on it.
No, well, because
they hit the gas.
Because they just can't help themselves.
Right.
And I was like, guys, let's just make it a treat, not a horror all the time.
Yeah. And the worst part of it is, Chris, is that at the Super Bowl, one of our owners of GKB was like, hey, when's the next Cappy Lappy? It's like my favorite thing that you do.
I know.
Was this before or after the ownership change?
It was before.
Oh, so hey, maybe
But some of those executives are still going to hang around.
Okay.
So,
well, yes, maybe
again,
at some time.
I just think we'd go up to the 300s and go with the people for a little bit.
I like that idea.
Then do it downstairs once in a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cappy, you went for the gusto.
Well, you can't just run up to people with a microphone that are paying $10,000 to sit there.
They
you
seem to like it.
You don't think
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yeah, you don't think one of them is going to go, hey, what the heck is this guy doing?
No, they seem to have a good time with it.
Blake
Because
Snell.
there's a camera in their face.
Tyler Glasnow had a good time with you.
Blake Snell was like, no, right? Didn't he deny you?
No, Blake Snell didn't deny me.
Okay, I'm trying to think of which one of the Dodgers.
It was
players did.
Yamamoto.
Oh, okay, that's right. He's he's like so famous though. He's like the Beatles.
Yamamoto was like, get away from me, kid. I got my own camera crew.
All right, what do we got here before we go?
It's time for the calendar of the day. From Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Today, for this Monday, March 16th, 2026. Take responsibility for your own happiness, Cappy. If you believe that the answer to your unhappiness lies in someone else's hands, no matter how much you love them. Oh, this one's actually, I'm going to start over.
Very good.
This one's really good for Cappy. If you believe that the answer to your unhappiness lies in someone else's hands, no matter how much you love them, you're in for a load of trouble, Cappy. Even if they manage to accommodate you with occasional changes, you'll come to rely on those changes for your continued happiness. Eventually, you'll be let down and discouraged. You'll be left with that helpless dependent. It's their fault feeling. You don't want that, Cappy.
No, sir. Do not want that feeling.
No.
Don't want that feeling at all.
No.
You got to take responsibility for everything you do. You wake up in the morning, everything that happens to you today is your responsibility. You're the head coach of your life.
Exactly right.
Right.
That's the Don't Sweat the Small Stuff today. Time for Dealer's Choice, the Dealer's Choice Real Deal. Brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE0196-1658. Take it away, Cap.
So, George, I ran a social experiment yesterday.
Oh.
So, gas prices obviously have gone through the roof. We all understand that. I'm sure everybody can see that looking at their local
the war
gas
in the Middle
station.
East certainly contributing to that, yes?
Yes. So, my local gas station, usually in the $4.50, $4.60-ish range, right? And when you look at gas, like I go to Costco, I try and go to Costco for gas as often as possible. And when gas is $4.15 at Costco, I'm like, hey, gas price is very reasonable, which, by the way, is outlandish because in other parts of the country, gas prices are half what we pay. But when it's $4.15, we as Californians are like, yeah, pretty good price. My local gas station, which would normally be about the $4.30, $4.40, $4.50 range, is now like $5.80 a gallon. So last night I said, you know what, I'm going to run my car down to as low of gas as I can. My bell started ringing. It started to tell me low fuel. The car started going, hey, man, you need to find a gas station like soon. You're going to run out of gas. I ran my car down to the very end of my gas tank, George.
It's not good for the car, by the way, when you do that.
I just wanted to try it out and see how much it was going to cost me. You ready? Last night,
$6.
what would normally cost me about $65 to fill my car with gas? $95 last night.
Wow.
$95.
That's like a 33% increase, basically.
Let me tell you guys something.
Well, more like a 50% increase now.
But now what I've got to do is now I got to start making adjustments, right?
Yeah.
Now I go, hey, I can't go to this restaurant because that's going to cost me $100, but gas is going to cost me $100. So now I got to go to this restaurant that's going to cost me $40 so that I have all this extra money to put in my car.
Yeah.
And gas is not something you can negotiate with. Gas is something you got to have.
Right.
So I just want to caution everybody out there.
That's why you got to go electric, bro.
Well, I know. I mean, I'm starting to think to myself, Bergie, whatever happened to that Prius you had? I could use that thing right about now.
No, he's got a Tesla.
I sold it.
I'm serious, man. This is cray-cray.
Well, why don't you tell Sid that?
What do you want me to tell him?
Tell him what we're doing. So he stops spewing his nonsense. We got to end this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I do indeed. This thing better come to an end quickly.
I don't think
Mr.
it's coming.
President.
Listen, it doesn't. When you get into those things, that doesn't come to a quick ending.
Where's all of our oil? Where's all the oil that we have in this country?
That's a bigger conversation.
I mean, I don't know anything about
you
oil.
Just can't, I don't know why we're getting into this now, but you can't just turn it on and a day later you got oil.
All
it takes
I know
a year
is this.
to get going.
All I know is this.
Yeah.
$95 to fill my gas tank. So now I got to start making adjustments in my life. So this was a social financial experiment that I ran yesterday. And I was
what's
very
the experiment? We all knew gas prices were going to go up when this happened.
But I didn't. But I was in a little bit of denial. Like, I'm not even going to really notice the difference between like $65 and like $72. But the difference between $65 and $95, that's the difference between when they ask me if I want to get a car wash. I'm like, no, I don't have money for a car wash. I got to put it all in gas. Lower the prices of car washes then.
Yeah, because someone stole my car wash the other day. Freaking jerk.
What do you mean they stole your car wash?
Well, the machine, when you pull up, the machine wasn't working where you pay at the machine. And they had a sign when you pull into it that says, machine doesn't work, pay inside first. So, of course, there's like 4 cars in line before you actually get to the machine. So by the time I got up there and I had paid, the guy in front of me never did pay. So he waited for me to put in my code, and then he just went and he used my car wash. Because he never paid.
Guy.
He just jumped in line.
Wow.
Isn't that so shady? What a jerk.
What a bad guy.
I got one of those monthly memberships, so I just go in once a week. But you can go every day.
Do you make sure you get your money's worth out of it?
I probably go 6 times a month.
How much is it a month?
I think it's because I do the platinum because I like the tire dressing, so I think it's $35.
Oh, that's worth it because that's like 3 car washes.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, for unlike the cheap car washes. So that's like 2 good car washes. Yeah, that's a good deal.
I wash mine by myself with the oldies in the background.
I used to love it.
You don't get the Primo?
The Primo.
I used to love to wash my own car and stuff. I just,
me
just
too.
don't have time.
My father used to make me do it every Saturday morning. Wake up, wash all the cars before you do anything.
Get the Armor All going and everything.
Oh, I love the Armor All. Yeah, hell yeah. My
it's
tires
funny
would
because
shine.
this doesn't really matter, but I've wanted a Cadillac DTS, which is the big boat one that they came out in the mid-2000s. They don't make it anymore. They switched to an XTS and an ATS. And you can still find them with decent mileage. And make it, I want it bad. And I want it with the soft top. But I was doing a lot of research. The soft top, you can't put it through those machines.
Yeah,
so you got to pretty much wash it yourself. And I'm like, when the heck am I going to have time to wash it myself? So I haven't done it. So I'm just going to keep my CTS and not get the DTS, even though I want one of those boats badly, man.
I like those ATSs.
The ATS is beautiful.
Those are nice.
Hey, by the way, speaking of great car washes, $7.99 at the Costco in San Juan Capistrano. And by the way, it's
and
so
none of my
much fun.
Costcos have a car wash.
It's so much fun to
That's
be in the car
rich.
wash.
Those are those rich Costcos you go to.
Well, for $7.99, hell yeah.
You get a hot dog too in one of those?
I don't get the hot dog. I don't get the dog.
Well, we gave 2.5 minutes of bonus coverage today.
There you go.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
If you know,
Boy, George,
do I
I annihilated you today when it came to the whole LeBron argument. Just crushed you.
Can't I put the soft top in the machine?
Destroyed you. It wasn't even worth. It wasn't even fun for me.
Get the white walls on that thing.
Yeah, white walls are nice.
Maybe you can in the laser wash.
You gotta
What's
get a
the laser
Brillo
wash?
pad and clean
Oh,
those
it
white
doesn't
ones.
have actual brushes. It's all like high
pressure water.
Yeah.
Where do you
yeah.
get that? I don't have one of those.
How many vodka sodas did you have over the week?
Oh, this guy had 12 probably. He's worried about money for gas. He's blowing it at the vodka sodas.
Right, stay at home.
I always, yeah, I'm curious because of the gas story. How many vodka sodas did you have?
I had 0 vodka sodas all weekend. I did have 4 Coors Lights, though. 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday.
Yeah, little cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Than the vodka soda.
When's the last time him and Rachel have worried about the price of gas, please?
She don't worry about it. I can
No,
tell
she
you
don't
that.
worry about it.
Scott! Cappy, a different story.
Go
Yeah.
fill it up.
And the tank, too.
Yeah. I'm going to tie you up. I'm going to use those things on you tonight.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
Wow.
All right, good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow for 7 a.m. for a live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. Have a beautiful Monday. Cappy, you're in studio tomorrow, right?
Sure.
Oh, we're going to smack you around. Have a great day, everyone.
He's a 3-touchdown monster.
Yeah, had a huge game.
And the Jets